State your age.
32.
State your country of residence.
United States of America.
State your name.
Tom MacDonald.
Under Section 4A of the Restrictions on Freedom Act, established by the International Police in February of 2022, you have been found to be in violation of several civil disobedience bylaws. Inciting public distrust of the government, solicitation of confidential information, anti-institutional rhetoric, unauthorized assembly of civilians with the purpose of protest, and amplifying social unrest. You are a threat to world safety, and therefore you are being charged by the International Police for the aforementioned disobediences. How do you plead?
You know what you call disobedience? You know what we used to call that? Freedom. And what you call inappropriate, I call necessary. And what you call lies and conspiracy and anti-institutional rhetoric, I call that the truth. You guys really think you run the world, huh? You think you can just bully everyone and cancel everything? You think you can just push us around so we all fall in line? Here's the thing. I've been fighting for the world for a long time. For the losers and the rejects and the outcasts and the forgotten. For the abused and the unwell and the disenfranchised.
Calm down, Mr. MacDonald.
No, I've been fighting for our freedoms and our safety and our survival and the way that we remember the world used to be. I've been fighting for the world.
Sit down.
No, I'm not gonna sit down. I won't shut up. I will not quit. I will not back off. I won't let you destroy everything that people have spent their lives trying to build. I have fought for the world for all my life, but do not think for a second that I will not fight against it.
That's why you're here. That's why you will never leave here.
You think you can stop me? You really think you can stop me? It's been me against the world since I was old enough to think.
War, famine, natural disaster. The world has fought it all and won. The world is undefeated. We are undefeated. One man will not change that.
You see, that's where you screwed up. They say with great power comes great responsibility. You know what else comes with great power? Ignorance. Careless mistakes. The ability to vastly underestimate the people who you have power over. And I am not alone. You can lock me up, you can hide me away, you can shoot me down like a dog in the street, but I promise you, you cannot kill me. My word, my message, my vision, my spirit will live on through Hangover Gang forever. And you know what? I guess you're not the only one making mistakes. Because when I said it was me against the world, I was mistaken. It's not me against the world. It's us against the world. But to answer your question, not guilty.
Wow.
Wow.
That was powerful.
Hello, everyone.
I never saw that before. That was awesome.
This was a good one. Could you guys hear us clearly? Our mics turned on. Are you guys able to? Yeah? Is that all right? That was a powerful trailer. Thank you for sending that to me. You know who you are. I don't want to put you on blast here. And if you are live with us, you can say, I'm the one who did it. So, once again, thank you. Welcome, guys, to Look and Live. And this is another reaction video. All right, more than just one single videos. We have like 3 videos that we're going to react to today. Once again, my name is Pastor James Devalon.
And I'm Andrea.
So we are so glad that you guys are here with us. Once again, Hangover Gang for life.
Hello, everybody.
Here
We
we
see you
are.
coming in. We see you here with us. I love what John said. He said, whoever thought a man with face tattoos could be leading the world into truth? That is so true. Happy Friday. Yes, Travix. Happy
Yeah.
Friday. It's Fabulous Friday. That is
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We are so
Welcome,
glad.
welcome, Star, Angela, Bass, Ben. How do you say your name? Bene or Ben Gesseret? Chuck, Mike, Veritas. Sorry, I can't pronounce names. Debbie, Madame Red,
Hey, Daniel.
Brian, Daniel,
Daniel.
G29 Grampy,
Hello, everyone.
Mike, Cage and Gemini.
Cage and
Hi,
Gemini.
everybody.
We are so glad you guys are here with us. Hey, guess what?
It's someone's birthday. Happy birthday to whoever's
birthday
whose
it
birthday
is.
it is.
Yes.
Whose birthday? Whose birthday is it?
What a birthday party. He said, what a birthday party.
Yes, this is awesome. Don't
Hey.
forget to get your physical copy. I know.
I was just going to play a trailer in regard to that. So I'm so glad you mentioned this. So
Politically incorrect.
since you said that, we should definitely move to trailer number 2. But by the way, guys, do us a favor. Call your friend. Call your mother. Call your children. Tell them Look and Live, Andrea and James are on right now. Tell them to come over here and come take a listen to this. We have some amazing stuff we're going to talk about today. You may be wondering what you're going to talk about. Listen, it's all about Tom MacDonald today. If you're not a fan of Tom, this may be the time to click the video and, go listen to somebody else. Because today we're going to be spending time listening to at least 3 different songs from Tom MacDonald, and we're going to react, we're going to learn, and we're going to grow. So if you are new, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Click the bell icon. Share this video on your page. Send it to your Facebook friends, your Twitter page, your Instagram page. Let them see what we got going on here right now. So
It is an amazing trailer, Chuck. Wow, that got me. I didn't know we were starting with the trailer at first, so I was just like, wait, I'm missing it. But I jumped in and wow, I gotta listen to it again when this is
Powerful.
over.
powerful.
Hello, Margaret, Angela,
Yes.
Tard, and Chaos.
Friday is Tom's day. Hey,
Yes.
it's true.
Yeah, it is his day.
Well,
He's dropping
yeah.
an album
By
today.
the way, the album is dropped by 9
Yeah.
o'clock today. So, guys, if you haven't had your copy, get
our
one.
9 o'clock passed
Listen,
already.
man, I got a digital copy on my phone already,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
working on getting a physical copy. So, and
Welcome
I heard
from
there are
Georgia.
like 5 bonus tracks that are on the physical copy. So, and there's about 25,000 of those that he's actually, gonna have. So that means limited edition, guys. You know what I'm saying? So go do what you need to do. So let's watch this trailer very quickly here, and then we're gonna talk about our agenda, and we're gonna dive into some more Tom MacDonald stuff. So here we are, friends. Let's do this.
To anybody out there still listening, this will be our last transmission.
There comes a time in every man's life.
And he has to stop looking up to his heroes and become one himself.
It doesn't matter who you voted for.
Or what kind of car you drive, or what the man on the news has to say.
Just take a look around. This ain't the life we fought for.
Our Our world is under siege,
Our nation is in peril.
and our people are divided.
We've sacrificed too much for our freedom to let it slip away now. The world doesn't need more billionaires.
The world doesn't need more politicians. The world needs heroes. And you don't need X-ray vision, you don't need to fly, you don't need to look cool on the cover of a comic book. You just need to realize what you're made of. And you are the few. You are the strong.
You are the brave.
We just got to know what we're made of.
Powerful.
It's not about cars. It's not about how much money we make. The world doesn't need another billionaire or politician. It needs heroes. Heroes that go beyond
That's right.
what Marvel puts out. Heroes
Yeah.
that understand the power of unity.
That's
wow,
right.
That's
The
powerful.
heroes who understand the kind of gifts that they have to work with. Heroes who knows what to
Truth.
use.
Truth.
How to use truth. How to use their God-given abilities to make a difference in the world.
Woo!
That's what we need. Yeah,
Wow,
man, so I
that was
really
powerful.
appreciate that. Powerful trailer once again in conjunction with Adam Cahoon. Yeah, man. Powerful. So we are so glad you guys are here
Oh,
once
when
again.
Tom says 9 a.m., that means Pacific time.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. Thank you for that. So what do we have on our agenda today, right? So what do we have on our agenda today?
Okay, I see. So you got the digital copy, and
Mm-hmm.
in 15 minutes you can get the physical copy. Got it.
So, good to know.
We desperately need a Tom and Nova full-length movie. Listen, we all have a story, right? I know that now's not the time, but Tom's story is what drove him to where he's at now, preaching truth, living truth, rapping truth, right? So one day I'll share my story because I have one, and I know we all have a story. So I think it's just so important that as we listen to Tom's story, we look at our own story, and then we connect with Tom in light of our own story, because that's what it's all about. That's what he's trying to do. He said, we need heroes, not I'm trying to be the hero.
Yeah.
He said, what the world needs is heroes. So each one, teach one. Someone said that in one of our last streams. Each one, teach one, reach one.
Yes.
So he understands that concept so powerfully. Go Tom. Tom.
Amazing.
He's awesome.
Surely is. So guys, so what do we have on our agenda today is the question of the day. If I may turn my screen over to you now. 1 second. So let me see. Who do we have with us? So we have about 60 people watching at this time. Okay. That's good to know. So let's... All right. Let me see something here.
Hi, Paula. Who else is here? Caleb. Tom has a song called Heroes on the Us Against the World album that you'd vibe with. Love it. We'll have to take a listen. I heard someone say that they wanted me to react to a song, and I wanted to write it down. I don't even remember.
Which song was that?
I don't know. It's in the comments though. But if you're the one who said that you wanted to see me react to a video, comment again.
Be great.
Sending love from Kansas. Hey, Cal Reed. Brian. Angela.
Politically incorrect. Angela.
My Bricksters. Politically incorrect. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for
I'm
that.
going to text it to myself because I thought I would remember.
Politically incorrect. So, guys, what do we have on our agenda today? Let me see if I can share my screen with you here. So what we have here is, again, we can call this the Tom McDonald Manifesto, if you want to say that. So the agenda, what does it include? Friends, we're definitely going to be spending time looking at some of Tom's McDonald stuff. So there's really nothing other than that today. So we're going to be reacting on Tom McDonald's music. So simple as that. So, okay, so...
Michael wants a shout out for his wife. Listen, I'm a girl. So, I'm going to shout out Miss Christine. Hello, Christine. That is for you from your husband. We give you a shout out today. All the one from PA. Where are you guys at, Michael? I love that. I'm all about the wifey thing.
Yeah. I know about that.
Yeah. Love the wifey thing. Got it.
Michael, I hear it all the time, Michael. All the time.
I actually don't.
No, I'm just playing. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys got some songs in here. We love you guys too. Thank you, Andrew Lee, for your comment. Good morning, Appy Nona.
Yeah. I see you. Yeah, Jelly Rolled, nothing left at all. Yeah. So we definitely have exposure on the list, by the way. So we have some more Jelly Roll that we're gonna include in our live streams. Maybe not today. Next time we do a live stream, we can include different artists as well. So today we're gonna make it about Tom MacDonald today. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck. I did put a video out there that I felt like needed to be done, and I'm hoping that it did do the trick, kind of like correcting some views that people had and everything. So appreciate that, Chuck.
Indiana. Hi, Christine from Indiana. And Christopher Robinson, thank you for your super chat. Should check out Tom's Hang On video sometime if you haven't already. Much love, much respect to you as well. Where are you from, Chris? Thank you so much.
All right. We appreciate you, Christopher. Thank you once again for that. We'll keep you up there for a little. All right. Sounds good. So, guys, are you guys ready?
Started. I know. I feel
like
we're going
ready?
Slow right now.
No, I'm sorry. I'm still, as you can tell, I'm still doing some editing, fixing things here. So, we're going to begin with our Tom MacDonald manifesto.
I'm ready.
We're going to begin with No Lives Matter by Tom MacDonald. Okay, this was released on November 6, 2020. We reacted to this already, so we're not going to react. We're going to just use this as a baseline for our future reactions to the exposure, cancel, and maybe you guys can request and vote something for our last reaction here.
Hold on, Travis. So who's live? So are you saying Tom MacDonald and Alan Calhoun are live right now?
Are you kidding?
Wow, we are missing out.
We'd
serious? Understand if we drop down to one viewer, which would be me.
Wow.
So where are they? They must be live on like their page.
Are they live on their actual?
Is there a way to pull that up?
I can pull that up right now.
Let's do it.
So you guys would like for us to just look at that? Is that something you want? If you guys want us to check it out live while they are on?
How can we're going to react to the man who's talking to us now. Come on, guys. That would be pretty cool.
So let me see if I can look that up. All right.
Oh, sorry. What did he say? The album is live. Oh, sorry.
The album is... Okay. Thank you for that.
I thought he was like, I'm like, wow.
Hey, that would be something else.
That would be amazing.
Okay. All right, guys. No Lives Matter. We're going to take a listen of this song here.
So we're just going to listen.
No reacting. We're gonna keep.
We've already reacted.
We're gonna keep those hands close to our chest here, okay? And we're gonna be like, I'm not clicking.
I'm not gonna click
the pause the button. So I promise. So we're gonna.
Where's Miss Jones? I know Miss Jones and someone else said, let the hook ride.
Yeah, the hook ride. All right, let's do that.
Hip-hop diet is full of guys who cannot even rap. Facts. Media dividing us by colors, white or black. Facts. If you believe in Jesus, these days Christians get attacked. Facts. If you don't hate police, then everybody thinks you're whack. And everything's so connected. Black Lives Matter got so aggressive. White folks who agree can't support the message. Both sides go to war because they don't respect it. Our social climate from the global tension turned to total violence and a whole depression. We could unify and then I'll go against them, but we let them divide us with votes and elections. Hey, the music we bump, all about shooting guns and doing drugs. Hey, whoa. The things that we want are promoted subliminally through the songs like, you need a fast car, you need designer clothes, you need a rap star to tell you to start popping pills, hit the blunt and go live at the club till you're broke. It's all controlled by the elites, put fake news all over our screens, convincing the right to go fight with the left and distract from the fact it's each other we need. Divided by race and religion, segregated into teams. You a white supremacist. If you're not, I guess you Antifa. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. Freedom's dead. If you have an opinion, take it back. Facts. People hate the president, if you don't, then you trash. Indoctrinate the nation using news and mainstream rap. The government abuses us, it's all part of the plan. And it's so confusing. Black Lives Matter is a valuable movement, but all lives matter ain't racist or stupid. It's non-black humans who don't feel included. All colors fall under laws that govern the whole country, and we all suffer. We're all broke and nobody recovers until we accept that we're all brothers. Hey, the music we make, all about big booties and getting paid. Hey, whoa. We watch the news and it fills up our brains with violence and riots and race. Like this is a race war. You need to hate more. Get what you came for. You need some songs about Xanax and violence so you can escape more. What a vicious cycle we can't break away from. They control the culture, they control the paper. They're indoctrinating a whole generation till the patriots start to hate the nation. The music we love make us dumb and addicted. The news that we watch is brainwashing the children. The viruses, riots, and racist conditions ain't problems, they're symptoms of life in the system. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter. The music will make you dumb, the media makes you hate, and they control them both. There ain't no escape. They put the world in a state of chaos, economy crashing and massive layoffs. Black against white or it's left versus right, divide and conquer and control is to pay all. Screaming from the rooftops, beat down better. Turn us on each other now, no lives matter. If we do what the news wants, blood gon' splatter. Turn us on each other till no lives matter.
So how many times do you guys listen to the song again and again and you're like, I don't remember hearing that last time. I wanted to react so many times, indoctrinating our generations to come.
Mercy.
And this is why, you know, it's so funny because I always call it Holy Spirit stuff when James and I have the same type of thinking. But I had said yesterday, I was like, I want to go on and tell people why I support Tom because I understand he can be a little racy when it comes from a Christian mindset and those things where people might question, like, why are you doing this? Like, what is your motive behind promoting Tom, reacting to Tom, and talking about Tom? Which it's so funny that he actually did a video. And Chuck, you had made that comment about how you appreciated his video because that's essentially what I was saying yesterday. I was saying that, and he said he did. I work in the morning, so I don't see all these videos he's putting out.
Yeah.
But
quickly, Bass, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Bass. We acknowledge you here. I don't know how old are you. You don't have to tell us, though. But we just want to wish you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Bass.
God
angels
bless
for Bass.
you. Thank you for supporting
the
the channel.
Put some angels in the chat. They have angel emojis,
By the way,
right?
Bass has been with us since the beginning of, Tom McDonald transformation of the Look and Live YouTube page. So he's been a subscriber and he's been counseling me, talking to me. I've been reading your comment, Bass. I really appreciate the support that you've shown us here. So happy birthday, man. God bless you.
Congrats to all of you who got
Appreciate
your
you.
orders. Thank you, Bass. Happy blessed birthday to you. Just like Tom has saved and revolutionized my life. I'm reading from Brian. You guys have also changed my life in many good ways, given me new ways to view things and Tom's music under a new light and a Christian lens. Well,
Yeah.
God bless you. That's what I was saying. Essentially, like we have kids, we have teenagers. We have children. A 4-year-old who said, "Oh, I think Daddy's listening to Tom," and then he's saying Tom McDonald in the bathroom. It was so funny. He's having his little moment in the bathroom and talking about Tom McDonald. So you see that it's playing through our house.
He knows who Tom McDonald is.
Yeah, he said
He was
McDonald.
quoting to my phone. He's like, "Oh, Tom McDonald."
Yeah, like they're friends.
Like-
I said to him,
What do you know about Tom?
I said, Tom is Daddy's new best friend, right? And then he says, he just got this quiet look. I said, after you, of course, like you're Daddy's first best friend. He said, yeah. But it was just so funny because I'm like, Tom, who? I'm like, what you know about Tom? I didn't even know he was really, but he's home with him during the day sometimes, before pre-K. So, anyways, though, but yeah, and talking about why I support this and why I love reacting and why I jump onto these videos is simply because Tom McDonald isn't going with mainstream media and filling our kids with garbage, isn't filling our
Simple as
souls
that.
with garbage. He is all about transforming the mindset and giving us the higher perspective, a higher thought process, an understanding of what it means to be free from when the world is trying to force you into a narrative and a way of thinking that's not for you. That's literally just it.
That's it.
He is taking people out of the norm and challenging them to think in a different way.
That's right.
And this is what I want for my kids. Could you imagine generations to come if we keep going in the way that we're going? Music about booties and cars and money. It's all self-centered, this and the division. What is the future generation going to look like? What is our current state going to be in 5 years? Look at how much and how quickly reality TV shows have taken over TV and just what's being put out and the news and everything. It's all just this division. It's hateful. It's not anything that makes you want to grow and change and become a better you. And the stuff that does make you want to become a better you is all more so of distraction. Self-care day, self-hair day, money, cars. That's all distraction stuff. This is where you got to deal with the heart. That's what I loved about, what was that video that you just did?
Which one?
I listened to the song. I said I wasn't going to listen to it because I wanted to react to it.
Is it the Withdrawals?
Withdrawals.
But quickly, Gia, we want to acknowledge you here once again. Thank you for the super chat. We love you too.
Tom has a message. Thank you, Bass. Birthday Bass. That's your name today.
Yeah, guys, you saw my reaction video through Withdrawals. I gotta testify quickly.
There's the angels. Mike gave you some angels, Bass.
Yes. All right, Bass.
Chuck tried.
When
to
I
find
watched
angels.
that video, Withdrawals by Tom MacDonald, I wasn't ready for this. I didn't check it out. And I thought, like, if you saw me in the beginning of the video, I was coming in with the mindset, okay, this is just gonna be another reaction video. You know, like, I was all elated and stuff, ready to, you know. And then as I began to listen to the video, it, like, the level of emotion that was in there, intertwined with his experience in connecting to the fans, it hit me like a tons of brick, man. I was like, whoa.
Bass is 59 years old today.
Everything in me that I had to resist being emotional in front of the camera was stripped from me as I was listening to all my self-made measures of resisting emotional response was stripped from me. So I was like, oh man, Tom, you kill me right now. I can't take it anymore.
Thank you, Stephen or Stephen Henry. We appreciate your super chat. You didn't say anything though. Say something to us. Tell us where you're from. Tell us why you're here. Tell us what you love about Tom MacDonald, because that's what...
This is the time to might as well make the announcement, right?
I don't know the announcement.
Well, you started talking about what you like about Tom.
Yeah.
Maybe we can...
Like we're not having a kid.
No.
That's what it felt like.
No, not that. No, not that kind of announcement. Let me slow that down real quick. Guys, we were thinking, and if you guys are willing to do that, right? We were thinking about featuring some of your testimonies live in this channel regarding your personal experience with Tom MacDonald.
Yes, that's what I was about to say before you cut me off.
Sorry.
Yes, I was about to say that's what we want. We want to. So that's what my whole point was. Thank you, John Eccles, for spreading the gospel of Jesus and Tom. You know, I feel like they are more interconnected than Tom even knows.
Yeah.
Because the song, what's the next song we're going to do?
Oh, we're going to do the song, I think it's called Exposure or Cancel, one of them. So you guys.
So Tom has racy stuff, but don't we all? Like if you really peel off us and we look into our lives and our hearts and we think out loud, we say out loud everything that we think, there's going to be some people who might say, you know, I don't 100% sign on to that. We're looking at the core here, guys. Like my husband always says, let's get to the heart of it. What is the heart of what Tom MacDonald's doing? Yeah. Between the middle fingers, between a couple curse words, between all that, what is he really trying to put forth into society? That's not hypocrisy. That's just we're all in different phases and stages and shaving off and just at a different level of how we think about different things when one person, because you have people who say, don't be fancy, but don't wear this and don't wear jewelry, but they're wearing like a $20,000 watch. So that's how they get there. Like, it's just like, there's such... I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but the long and short of it is that Tom MacDonald is bringing forth a message that I want my kids to grow up listening to. I want when my grandchildren and I want my friends' kids to listen to that.
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
All right, Daniel.
Okay, we're taking too much time. Let's get to the music. Daniel, right? Thank you that we're in your top free, Stefan.
Thank you, Daniel, for the super chat. And once again, I want to acknowledge a comment here that was made. I was looking for that. Yeah, we have canceled today, and we have exposure. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at those two together today. Yes, Len Spencer, thank you for being here from Utah. We are so glad you're here, my friend.
Daniel, tell us something about you. You said thank you.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. We thank you for being with us. And Stefan, please watch together Gang Gang. It has Tom and Nova after it is home videos of them. Oh,
Really?
cool. I like that idea.
Wouldn't you like to check
The
that
message
out?
is unity. Thank you, Madame Red. I appreciate that. Sorry, we keep cutting each other off.
Thank you, guys. Guys, we are excited. I'm not sure if we've
Oh,
been...
wait, Caleb. Thank you for being real and honest. Christianity should never be worn as a cloak of perfection.
Hey.
No, there was only one who was perfect, only one who was capable, and this is what we're striving to walk in his image. But if we were all able to be perfect, would there not be 1,000 million trillion Jesuses out here?
Absolutely.
There's only one spotless, blameless, sinless.
That's right.
And this is just who we look up to. And I see in Tom's life that I think he's on to more than what he's sharing.
He doesn't realize how much of...
And I look back at my own life
Stuff is
and
in
how
him here.
I just went through life and went through changes, and I started to look within myself, and it was just like my spiritual journey grew, and as it grew, there were different things, phases that I went
Would
through.
you like, guys, would you like for my wife to share her testimony of how she became a Christian?
One day.
One day, maybe
Yes.
live or maybe personal. It would be great.
Yeah.
You need to hear that. It is powerful. I'm gonna share mine because you guys asked me to share my testimony when I went from an agnostic mindset to a theist, a Christian mindset. Actually, that testimony is coming up soon. I'm working on that, so I'm thinking about putting it together. I'm gonna pull some pictures of the past. You know, I'm gonna
So,
dig a little bit too. So
Brian Ganther said, my testimony before Tom McDonald, I was an alcoholic with many mental disorders. Now I've been working out for 5 years. No anxiety, depression, bipolar, or no sleeping disorders. This is
Wow.
what happens when you
This
start
is-
to
this
realize
is powerful.
the narrative that the world's trying to put in you, that
This
you
is
can't
powerful.
come out of it.
Wow.
So this is when he's talking about black people, or when he's talking about, he said Black Lives Matter is, what kind of movement did he say? He said it's a valuable movement.
valuable movement.
It has, it had a place of, that it's not a terrible thing. It's
Yeah.
not that we should be looking at
they
who is
usually
oppressed and
start
all
in a
those things.
positive though.
Yeah, it started in a positive light, but now this is what they're using. This is what they're using as bait to keep division
Yeah.
when it comes to politics, left and the right, black, the race wars. When it comes to Christianity versus non-Christianity, it's all about what he's about. Like someone said, I think, I don't want to say who, but unity. It's all about unity. So. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yes, I would sorry, I didn't mean to clap so hard. I would love to give my testimony because my testimony is exactly what got me where I'm at today.
that's
The
a
peace that I
future.
have,
Yeah.
the joy that I have is because of my testimony, and it's because of I had so many people pour into my life from different religions, different races, non-religious, from people who atheists. So it wasn't that got me to where I'm at today because God uses any and everybody to speak to our heart.
Yeah,
And
for
if you're willing and
as you
listening
go
to
through your
hear,
different phases.
if you're willing and open to hear God speak to you, when you're open to hear that,
Powerful.
it's powerful. That you cannot help but be moved and motivated to see and to experience the peace that God has for you, which changes everything. It puts you on a whole nother viewpoint of life, a whole different perspective of life.
right, that's
Okay, so I'm stop preaching. We
So,
gotta start.
by the way,
listening.
quickly, guys. Wow, the silver edition has sold out. I see.
What?
Wow. Okay, guys, quickly. Once again, we're going to share our testimonies, not today, in the future videos. I'm going to share mine personally with you. I'm going to do a 2-part testimonies where I share where I came from, like a little bit of my history, my background, and how I became a Christian, how I went from to Tom McDonald mindset, not knowing what this God was. And I will tell you literally like what happened to me. And I'm also going to share with you guys why this brother here, as an ordained minister, as a black man, loves Tom McDonald. And I'm gonna wanna hear from you. And I read the comments, I hear some of the things you're saying. If you don't mind, would you mind coming live with us on a Zoom call?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to show your face if you don't want
Can
to.
I interrupt you? I just love Christopher Robinson. Vulnerability is a powerful. I thought you would stop earlier. I don't mean to interrupt you. Vulnerability is a powerful tool that, not even a tool, it's a gift that you share with others. Thank you, Christopher Robinson. Was a needle using meth junkie for 8 years or more, been shot, prison, slept on the streets, been clean for over 10 years.
Wow.
And if I missed any of your other testimonies, I mean, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
This is what it's about. It's
Yeah.
about, and this is what Tom's all about. And this is
Yeah.
what he's saying. He said that he is here not for the purpose of just falling into what mainstream wants us to do and not being puppeted by others, but he's here to break chains and to bring light. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
I want to finish what I was saying quickly. Guys, I want your videos or a Zoom call where you can verbally articulate how Tom MacDonald has been an impact on your life. If you don't want to do either of that, email me your testimony. I will read it live with your name on that. Is that something you guys want to do? And I will gladly do that for you and show the world the impact that a man could have in the lives of people, and how we also could do so much with the talents that God has given us. So is that something you want to do? Videos, Zoom call, or you can email me your testimony and I will be glad to share that. Lisa.
Brian Ganther said, I also haven't had any need for meds for 5 years. I work out hard when I bump Tom MacDonald. I feel so independent and strong like Tom now. I used to be so weak. Powerful. Mike Bernhardt said, I was raised a Christian, but didn't feel the realness of his love until I was going through withdrawals from an opioid addiction of 12 years.
Wow.
I literally had to fight a demon, not metaphorically, but physically. Lisa Rooney, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you for having meaningful conversation. This is what the world needs more of. This is exactly what Tom's standing for. Because the only way to break what's being put in is to put something different in.
That's right.
So if we keep hearing the same thing over and over and over, it becomes our way of thinking. It becomes our perspective. It becomes our viewpoint. It becomes our worldview. So this is why I sign on to Tom MacDonald. Do I agree with everything anybody says in this world? I don't agree with everything he says.
I don't even agree with myself and everything.
True. That would have been a better one. But truly, thank you. Physically fought a demon until Jesus saved me. By Mike, yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
You see, these are the type of testimonies we want to hear. Again, email me, guys. It's in the description below. jciltv@gmail.com. You want to type your testimony and have us read it to you? It would be nice if you could attach a picture of yourself with that as well. And we will read it live and talk about the impact that this man had on your life. We want to know stuff like that because this is very encouraging for us. And people needs to hear that. This is what the world needs now.
I just have another one here. It says, Daniel C. I have an atheist friend who is more morally grounded than most of any of my Christian friends.
That is a shame.
I would ask you, Daniel.
And that's a fact too.
I would ask you, Daniel, to ask him if he'd be willing to share why he's atheist. And is he a Tom MacDonald fan? And if so, why? Like, I'd love to know more about him and even talk to him to get his viewpoint on life and why he is on that pathway, but yet so morally grounded. I mean, and you can give his testimony.
Powerful.
Yeah, so I guess we should get into it. 83 people are ready to hear some.
Wow.
So yeah, I was waking up at 3:33 every morning for 6 months prior to quitting. The demon was getting pissed at me. Go ahead, Mike. That's right.
Okay, Mike.
Madam Red, I'm nearly 14 years sober, suffered from anxiety and depression, suffer from anxiety and depression, need a light to shine in my dark days, found Tom. Through him I found Hog. I will never be alone again.
Wow.
Awesome. And that's
powerful.
That's what
Beautiful.
God gives us. I think I've mentioned this verse last time. God said in his word, this is my scripture that I hold on to. Since you were precious in my sight, you have been honorable, and I have loved you. Therefore, I will give men for you and people for your life. The people for your life are the Tom MacDonalds of the world. Each other, how you guys are all interacting with each other and encouraging each other, how we're interacting with each other. God gives us people when we think we're at our lowest, when we can't be plucked out. It's like God's like, no.
Yeah.
You live in a fallen world. You live in a sinful world. You live in a world that has chosen the lie, right? The narrative that Tom MacDonald is fighting against. This is because people chose this. This is why the world's in the state it's in. It's not because God gave it to us.
All right.
But they chose that. And God said, even in the midst of that darkness, I will give you light bombs. I will. So awesome. Thank you all for your vulnerability. My testimony, the short of it is, I'll give you the short version because I love when people are vulnerable and we'll move on then. So my biggest thing that happened to me that really had me in a rut in life was when I was 15. I had chosen to sneak out and go to a party with a friend, and from that was taken advantage of and then forced to be trafficked in New York. So taken from PA to New York to be trafficked. So that is a whole story in and of itself. I have given my testimony before, so I'm sure my husband can put the link up if anybody wants to hear it. But
I would like to hear it live.
Oh, absolutely, I can give it live.
So I mean, I'll be more glad just facilitating the chat room and things like that, but allowing my wife to tell you where she came from, and all that, and what's
And prior to that, my mom was in an abusive relationship with my father, and so I never had that man figure. So here I go, I sneak out. I'm a virgin. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do anything. I'm just naive. This naive girl from the suburbs.
Don't say too much.
Okay. Life got flipped right upside down. All right.
Don't say too much. You gotta wait for the whole.
I could see anyone who took advantage of me. Anyone. I could see my pimp, and I could totally hug them and say, like, "Have you found peace? Are you at peace?"
Yeah.
And be okay with that. And of course, there's so much to the story. But
so guys,
God is so good.
Are you ready for the second part of our discussion now?
Yes.
Because we're gonna delve into.
How long have we been here? 43 minutes
already.
Wow.
Doesn't take
Time
much.
flies when you're having fun.
It surely does. So here we are, guys. We are moving with part 2. This is The Exposure by Tom MacDonald. This was released in 2018. Boy, I'm not gonna say anything else. Let's watch it together.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah.
We can react. We can react now. Can we react? Can we react?
I know they want us to finish bars, but how? Because I get so forgetful. Wait, can you back it up?
Can we restart this thing?
Restart it, because I wasn't prepared. What? Listen, wait, the one thing that I do remember that he said that is so powerful. No, we got to hear it again, because I don't want to misquote him.
All right, guys, let me fix this camera position here.
Wow.
I don't want your face to be blocked off. Okay, let's go back, guys. This is good. Oh, this is way too good.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what I'm talking about. All your favorite rappers doing downers till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Do we understand what mainstream media is having our young people dig deep into? But there was something he said before that, and I just can't hold it. So we got to start it again. Forgive me.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, cowards. He said they were cowards.
Yeah.
You're afraid of what I'm doing because you're cowards. Listen, to go against the grain, takes courage.
Yeah.
Courage. People are calling this man names because they're afraid if we get more courageous heroes out here, like he said in his trailer, what's going to happen? Okay, I'll try not to pause like that. Go ahead. You can start.
Yeah. I mean, I got something to say myself, but I want to hear some more.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just...
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, we gotta pause here.
Wow, they make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college.
So what does that say about...
But they're not telling people to go to college. They're telling people get money.
Get money.
Get rich. Get girls. Get hoes.
Get rich or die trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand for respect. What is respect?
Disrespect
anyone.
Disrespect the women. Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I don't know if they're saying kill.
But they are saying kill.
They are in a roundabout way.
Because they're saying, if I have an issue with you,
it's
I'm
going to
I'm going to take you out. So they speak about their personal way of dealing with issues. But by their example, they're telling you what to do. So in other words, it's like, hey man, I got beef with so and so, but I'm gonna take them out. But you went to school, you went to make a living, you went to do the things that are right supposedly, but you want to teach our sons and daughters to do evil. And
then, so you have these young people out here who think it's cool to smoke and drink and this, but then when they're in the grade pushing up, and I still can't believe that people are not fighting against the fact that music record labels have insurance on their rappers.
That is
just
crazy.
in case they die. So they get rich when these people die. So why do you think the death rates are so high? Do you think they're not inciting some of this violence? Obviously, we know they are, but like even more so, you got to wonder what they're doing, how the other people, how their rivals are getting the information about where their whereabouts are and what they're doing. It is a cowardly thing to just go with immorality. It is truly a strong and courageous thing to fight against that and to speak out loud about it.
Yeah. You're gonna get your name called. So the truth is, those who are evil needs to be exposed wherever it is found. And part of the work that we do is not just we love people and care and preach the gospel. And every now and then we have to do the dirty work. That is where we have to expose something that is incorrect, that is wrong. So that the stuff he's doing here is very righteous, because more of these rappers need to be put on blast and called out for what they're doing.
Potato Head, we are a couple.
Yes, husband and wife.
Just for a couple more years. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
I didn't know that was coming.
John Eccles, when you're afraid of truth, you have to live a lie. Exactly. And when you start living the lie, and this is what Tom MacDonald's doing, people start living the lie so much, it becomes part of their truth.
That's right.
Part of their reality.
That's right.
Like, it really becomes the way that they think. Even with us, we have to say and deal with ourselves. And to deal with yourself, then you got to start uprooting things. Then you have to start asking. You have to start making changes. You have to come face to face with self. That's right. And that's what Tom MacDonald has done, as I see through and through in his video Withdrawals. Man, the fight just to get over cigarettes. I loved smoking cigarettes when I used to smoke cigarettes. I absolutely loved it. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. And it was a battle. I used to go to the Lucy store. I used to do all these things. We're not going to talk about all that. But yes, it is so important for us to understand what Tom MacDonald is saying. This is true strength. That it is cowardly. And knowing what they're teaching our children. Because if those three rappers went to college, why aren't you telling our kids to go to college? Why aren't you telling them to get an education?
That's so true.
Fast money, quick money, drug money.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mike, I got the point. We're gonna rewind 5 seconds before every time we pause. Appreciate that.
And you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common. They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. They make you stupid with Xanax, they make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors.
Woo! Use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors.
Can we talk
about
that?
This is the first time I heard that. That's exactly what it's about.
Can we talk about that?
And so this is why I stand for him. I have a 16-year-old daughter, a 21-year-old son, an 11-year-old son, and a 4-year-old son. My young men, my young black men, I would, in a heartbeat, buy them a Tom MacDonald CD over any other CD.
Absolutely.
I don't care about the little pieces of things that I may not disagree with or not. Overall, this man stands for truth. And the only things that I wouldn't disagree with would be things like middle fingers, like little stuff like that. That at the end of the day, this isn't his character.
This is like the very least of what we're worrying about here.
This is just a little bit about his delivery and his artistry.
Yeah, that's Tom. But the thing is, when you hear,
that's not Tom.
When you hear in connection to, that's his way of communicating his truth. But when you hear like in comparison to what some of these guys are putting out, you're like, yeah. I mean, I'll take this anytime.
Stephen Henry. I did the lemon cleanse. That's when I quit smoking, and then I started back smoking again, and very minimal. And then I just heard a sermon one day, and I just didn't want to smoke anymore. I smoked a half a cigarette since that day. It was just a sermon. So just keep looking for truth, looking for words to inspire your soul and your spirit. And one day but the first time I quit for a very long time, I did a lemon cleanse, and I just lost a taste for it.
Wow.
So
powerful. Christopher Robinson, living a lie is too draining. Honestly comes natural. Is it honesty? Okay. Honesty comes natural. Lying takes too much weight on your shoulders. Running marathons to keep up with. I need to update my glasses. That running around takes too much anxiety and draining your soul.
Amen. Yes, and it took me my faces. Oh my goodness. Because Tom is just, I can't help it. I'm like, one lady told me, she's like, you wear your emotions on your face. So I try to be like flat faced sometimes when I'm in certain situations where I'm trying not to show how I'm feeling.
I'm much better at doing that than she is.
I'm reactive. I'm very reactive. It took me 3 times or 4 times to quit smoking. So It definitely is a battle, and definitely be praying. Nicotine is like a hard drug. Yeah, and as soon as you get the thought about it, you got to cast it away.
Yeah.
And just remember why you're doing what you're doing. Just tell yourself that and say it to self. Say no, self. Don't think about any of the times it felt good.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
It was Xanax that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours?
That is so true. Like
From fighting to power.
Yeah, the original hip hop at its etymology, it was this idea of staying against the government, police brutality, empowering the black community and stuff like that. Brenda Got a Baby by Tupac. These are the type of stuff you will hear. Flavor Flav and stuff. It was the idea of so much empowering, going against what was wrong being done supposedly to the black community. But today, what do we have? It's an exact opposite of that. It's more like they went from either fighting against a system, now they're fighting. It's like the hip hop is like glorifying myself in destroying one another. That's what really the idea.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's disturbing.
My dad said, Debbie said, my dad said it's easier to just tell the truth because the lies are harder to remember. They're harder to remember. They're harder to keep up with. Then you have to make sure you follow all the steps. I mean, it's just easier to just be open and honest. And you can't help. It just makes it easier.
Hey, Sarah. Thank you so much. We love you too. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys for liking me.
Thank you for accepting us in that family.
No,
as well.
I really do, because I love this. This is I'm at home oh, he put out another video. Or if I see it, I don't get to see all the videos.
Yeah.
But if I see that he's put out one, I'm just like, man, but I get it.
Yeah. I like to bring her as a special, still a special guest.
I work.
Although she's not a special guest.
He works too, but I work. We work opposite shifts, so we're not home.
So it's difficult. So if I'm not home with my wife, we can't run this.
Okay.
It's a lot technically. Anyway,
let's
go back.
Sorry. 5 seconds back.
We did, I think.
Next that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours? To turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system. Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify
women. Prison is a money market. So why not keep people, so they're influencing our children, our youth, in a negative light, to seek after things that won't bring them anything good. Money, cars, guns, drugs, violence, respect. Supposedly respect.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, now they're putting them in these institutions, these prisons, right? And then they're making money off of them.
That's right.
Because of being in prison. That's how it makes money. It's a sick cycle. It's the same with healthcare. Sick people generate cash flow.
Yep.
Right? It's the same with all of these.
I like that
the
comparison. That's correct.
It's true.
It's true.
People in jail generate cash flow. You get more government money. You get more government funding. You have more, right?
Yeah.
Why teach them how to go to school?
No,
take them out of school.
Why educating the black man? Why educating the race? Why educate?
Anybody who will sign on.
Why teaching anybody generally?
Yeah.
Why empowering people to be better people? It's not just a black people thing. It's
No.
Caucasian, any race. Because when people have the ability to choose for themselves, there's a level of control that the powers that be no longer have over them. And that is something I can honestly see, that hip-hop has been used as a mean to destroy men and women, demoralizing their values and worth. And Tom, once again, here is kind of like, hey, man, he's putting his finger on the issue.
Right on you.
He's not saying hip-hop is wrong.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear. He's not saying hip-hop is evil. It's just a genre of song or music. And that goes the same for us, every song. A genre. Everything. We don't condemn genre. What he's talking about here is the content. Like he says, the content in the dark version of hip hop, that is the problem.
It's what they're feeding the masses. It's what they're feeding their audience. They have an audience. Everybody has an audience.
Yeah.
Travis, God bless you. Can we get some Dr. Jordan B. Peterson video reactions? Journey to God is a good start. That isn't political.
Oh, yeah. You know who he is?
I don't know. No.
Oh, you need to check him out. He's a very intelligent guy. He's a psychologist himself and Christian, but he has a way of putting words together that are very great. Hey, definitely. Maybe that's something we can talk about, Travis. Yeah. We'll consider that. Appreciate you.
We love you too, Joe.
Yeah.
Boston Bomber got stimulus checks. Yeah. I don't know what.
She said, mad.
I'd love to see Andrea react to I Hate Hip Hop. That hook would have her going off. Whew. You get me excited. See, I'm a music junkie too, on top of it. So I'm like, I like music a lot.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna say that. Let's hear more Tom.
Fed to the system because they're sell some drugs in just a matter of hours to turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system because there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy.
Okay, this is a quick Bible fact. Most of the men in the Bible who went down was because of a woman. Right, so they understand that the man and woman, this connection that a man and a woman has, is a powerful connection. People, it's powerful, passion. So objectifying the woman, all they do is crave women. Then it's how many multiple women. So now we have more diseases, we have more children, we have more broken homes, more. And so it all runs full cycle around, and the cycle keeps repeating itself. Now, if you see in your society, in your communities, that cycles keep repeating themselves, should you not be looking to see what you can do to break the cycles? It's insanity. That doesn't start with cutting off branches. See, a lot of times people want to cut off branches. No, we want to get down to the root of matters. And and branches are distractions. So this is like, if you have an issue and you want to distract yourself with a spa day or this day or that. No. We got to dig deep in the branches, and that causes you to have to self-reflect and say, like, what am I doing? So that's what the music industry has to deal with. That's what the healthcare system has to deal with. That's what churches have to deal with. Like, people have to dig deep and dig to the roots, and nobody wants to do that. Because that's a vulnerable place to be. Everyone who's given, and myself, we've given a little bit of our testimony, how many people could start judging you off of that? Right? How many people could start making assumptions about you? Right? But that's where you are able to then climb out and to have real growth and have real strength and courage and to come out. So what are people saying? Sorry. I can't help. We're gonna listen to more music. Let's do this. Sorry.
Let's back it up a little.
So they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends.
Wow. What a dagger. You know who he just made?
I missed it because I read that.
He just made reference to...
Can you rewind it back? Because I saw my first viral hit, and then my brain went left.
Really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting...
That was crazy.
They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends.
Oh,
you probably don't know who he just made reference to here, right? If you're not, well, he just
rainbow.
made. I'll show you exactly who he's talking about here.
But demasculating,
pretty much, it's connected. Yeah, right. This is what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. I've seen him before.
So what Tom MacDonald just did, he just made reference to this, to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Wow.
And he says this is the kind of rappers we are getting today, and that's supposed to be cool. I mean, you can be whatever you want to be, as far as I'm concerned.
He was saying something. He was saying something about wearing dresses and rainbow. Like, what is this guy's message? I don't think he's talking about. I think he's giving the description.
He's giving a description, but he didn't move into something deeper, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What is the deeper? Because I don't want to look at him and make a judgment based off of his look.
No, the rainbow hair concept itself was in reference to Tekashi 6ix9ine. I'm sure of that.
No, I know that. So I'm saying, what does Tekashi 6ix9ine stand for? What is he rapping
He's more
about?
like, he's more gangster.
Yeah, so he's opposite of Tom.
Yeah, opposite. But
he was saying something about the masculinity.
But he went now deeper into sexualizing men.
Rewind it again. I want to hear it.
This is powerful.
Game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends.
To emasculate.
You wearing pretty dresses and heels, popping pills like you really know how depression can.
That is true. A lot of hip hop artists today are very feminine in their
Exactly.
dressing. You know,
Yeah.
so he is addressing that aspect of it. It makes it look cool for a man to wear a dress. It makes it
Yes.
look cool for a man to
That's
wear
what
heels.
he's talking about. He's
You know,
not talking
and
about
that's-
he's talking about what the world is trying to do again. What the
Mm-hmm.
world is trying to emasculate men by taking them away from their role.
Yeah.
So again, you break down the man's role, you make him feel like he can be feminine. What is he going to be to the home? Then there's this women's movement.
Mm-hmm.
I like his last video that we had heard, which it wasn't, I don't think it was.
The feminists, yeah.
Yeah,
that we
because
talk
it was the
about
one where he
women
said
who
about
bleed for
7 days, and
for
I don't
7
ever trust a woman who bleeds for 7 days and doesn't
don't
die. I don't trust nobody who bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die. He didn't say woman, sorry.
Oh, you know what he meant by that.
But understanding what's happening here is there are roles to play. We do have a role. There is a woman, like there's a woman has a role and a man has a role, and it's supposed to be a perfect blend.
Yeah.
But what's happening is they're trying to do the role changes and people don't know who they are and you can choose what you want to be. I am very careful when it comes to a lot of that type of conversation. But when the world is trying to push it into your head, do you want to be a girl? Do you want to be a guy? Do you want to be this? Are you sure you're that? Now we're going to take away the man's role. I mean, the men used to wear dress type of garments way back in the day. It's the way that they're doing this.
Quickly, oh my goodness. Pessimistic. Is this for real?
Pessimistic, hey.
Really?
Congratulations.
I can't wait.
Planning my wedding. That's on Tuesday. Going to be here, not here. Wonderful, wonderful. Congratulations. Marriage is a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
Congratulations. Girl. Everyone throw a congrats and a heart.
Yeah, can we send
the
some
chat room
Can we
for
send some hearts to
Tessimistic
Tessimistic
and some
here?
more.
Show
So,
me some love. Can I give you a virtual hug, girl?
We're
You
also
go ahead.
celebrating Bass. Today is Bass's birthday Bass. So
Yeah,
we get
remember
some
Bass.
hearts and some, he wanted angels.
Yeah,
But if we don't have angels, we can just throw some happy birthday signs.
that's right. Oh, the last king of Norway is here.
Hey, Mr. Norway.
Men has confused the love for women with desire for women.
Passion. It's passion over principle.
Yeah, it's
That's
like-
what they're trying. They're trying to push passion over principle. The principle of the strongest man is a man who can love his wife monogamously. That's a strong man. That's a strong woman who can love her husband monogamously and grow in that love. That's prosperous. That's true ability to show what love looks like. This, I have my wife, I have my husband, I cheat on them here and there. I just can't help myself. I'm driven by passion. She's so sexy. She's so this. My wife is this. My wife is a nag. My husband is rude. My husband doesn't pay me any attention. These issues are real issues, but again, so what do we have to do? We have to get vulnerable and dig deep.
Yeah.
And we have to have discussions with that person. And we have to make the necessary changes within ourselves first, because of course we all know the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you're not putting forth love, don't expect love in return.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this isn't a relationship channel, but I'm just saying though, that is yes. Look at all those hearts. Those hearts are for you, Tessimistic.
God bless
Let
you.
love live.
Amen.
That's
Have a-
wonderful.
have a great one.
Congratulations.
I wish you the very best, man. It's an experience
And
of a
angels
lifetime.
for Bass. We've got more angels for Bass. Birthday shout outs. Yes.
Birthday
we love when
shout
people
out,
are
my
celebrating.
friend.
I think last time I was on live, it was my birthday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So thank you. So we just want to return the love.
Pessimistic. We appreciate you. Send some pictures.
Yes, please. Please. Fabulous pictures.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go back over to
Sorry.
Tom. Man, Tom is too much.
Man, we're a minute in. We're doing better than normal, I think.
You think so?
Y'all some posers, pretty dresses and hair. Emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
What is that?
Yeah.
What do you gain from a big chain, a fast car, a big house?
And when you hear the controversy behind supposedly their big chains.
So
and
what
how,
is it that people don't like that Tom McDonald is saying? Because when you look at the substance, we always go back to the meat. What's on our plate here? We're looking at 2 plates here, right?
It's cooking in
We
the
got a
kitchen
plate
again.
of steak and potatoes, and then we have a plate of like candy corn
Fluff.
and jelly beans.
Fluff.
And marshmallow fluff, which is good with peanut butter, right? But let's keep it real here.
What do you want? Junk food
And
or
the
soul
peanut
food?
butter ain't even on this plate because that's got protein in it. This is lack of substance. There's nothing in it but yet they're hating on Tom MacDonald, who's speaking about growing our children's minds, unifying the races,
that's an entree.
Unifying the left and the right, talking about the narratives that are put out here that are creating division amongst people. What is he doing so wrong? This is what I was telling my husband too. Here's the other thing I want to do. I want to find the people who are so against Tom MacDonald. And I really want to look and hear with a non-biased view. I am going to be biased naturally because I understand what he's saying. But I want to get into their shoes from a non-biased perspective and see what it is that they're saying. Because I'm not opposed to any person's perspective. But I just want to know where it's coming from. And then I want to know why. It's the same thing with me wondering why, Daniel, your friend is atheist. Like, where does it come from? I like to get into people's brains and understand why they're thinking the way that they're thinking. Because if it's just that you have been so brainwashed, Tom MacDonald song, but that you've been so brainwashed, seriously, we have to come together and really just get practical here. What's the word? Common sense. This is common sense. We got steak and potatoes.
Somebody answered what you were saying here. No one likes facts anymore.
No one likes facts anymore. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
But do you have kids? Do you have a future? Do you have nieces, nephews? If you don't have children, do you have dogs? Do you have pets? People are even being mean to the animals.
Yeah.
Look at the animal kingdom. The way that the meats and stuff. Look at all the grocery stores and the way the food. I mean, I can go on and on.
I did a little challenge yesterday. It was with the Super Bowl halftime show kind of thing, and I wasn't impressed by that at all, to be honest with you guys. And what I did was let me look at some of the lyrics of some of the people, some of these artists like Dr. Dre and so on, see what they were talking about. So without the music, just read the lyrics. Boy, I'll tell you, the darkness has never looked so dark. It was Dre here, dope, NSC, and all that, taking the girl and do the stuff you're not supposed to be doing. And it's what they're talking about is so dark that I'm like, excuse me, we have a daughter, and you're not gonna do that to our daughter. And we have a couple boys and sons. You are not doing this to our sons. So it's when you remove the rhythm and the sound and all that, when you remove all that and you just read the lyrics for face value, it's like you're reading the words of Satan. Literally, that's what you're reading. And I was like, wow, this is what our culture has been indoctrinated with. And we wonder why our communities are so torn apart. Our families are just disarray, and and the men are just absent. The fathers are absent from the home. We wonder what happened. Well, listen to your music, listen to your art. You understand what happened to the culture.
So, Michelle George, congratulations! My husband and I just celebrated our 33rd wedding anniversary.
33rd.
Congrats, Tessimistic. Enjoy wedding planning.
That's
it's so
awesome.
Fun.
That is awesome.
Matsu Crunch. Everyone's got a Discord these days. That's it. Brian, I didn't watch the halftime show. I changed the channel before it came on. Sometimes you just got to do that.
Yeah, you didn't lose anything. You didn't miss anything, by the way.
Salvatore said he's anti-abortion, but if someone had an abortion before, they'd probably feel bad about Tom because they feel guilty.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing is understanding why people feel the way that they feel about things.
That's right.
So it's really about getting down to the court. This is a no shame. I don't think Tom wants to shame anyone.
No.
He might be anti-abortion, but if you would have a conversation with Tom, I don't believe he would shame the woman for having an abortion or the man for promoting that abortion or encouraging that. And that's the difference with how Tom speaks. He said that he loves everybody, that he wants people to come together. He doesn't like what's lying behind it. He's anti-abortion for his reasons and for his purpose, for his moral set. But I don't think he would shame anyone. But so if you are a person who's had an abortion and you hear that Tom is anti-abortion, I don't agree with abortion. I know people who have had abortions. I don't disagree. I don't hate that person or shame that person, right? Because for me, abortion, learning what I learned about when the heartbeat is, when I had to do this class and had to actually go deep into the embryo and the connection and all those different things, learning when the heartbeat truly starts and the life that is given there, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that I would shame someone for having an abortion. That's horrible.
That's a good discussion. We definitely can have it. More like I think this should be a private discussion as well.
Yeah.
So something you want to talk about, you want to send us an email and stuff, and my wife and I will connect with you if you want to hear maybe some encouragement. But one thing I'll tell you though, no matter what a person has done, is like there is hope in Christ. It doesn't matter what you've done wrong, okay?
Thank you, Matsu Crunch.
Jesus can work with us no matter what.
Time would shame the system behind promoting abortion, not a person who had one. So
there we go.
When you're looking at abortion, you're looking at, is it because
system.
There's so many different factors with that. Again, there's some things that I try to be very careful. With, and so it's very important to just, it's very important to understand. I don't believe time is shaming anyone, and that's just what I don't get that sense from him, that if I, as a woman, having an abortion, I wouldn't feel shamed if we talked about it.
All right, let's hear a little bit more.
Exactly. Thank you, Julian K.
Death threats coming are so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making.
He doesn't need to be quantified because he's qualified. I just wanted to say that. Back it up. He doesn't need to be quantified because he is qualified for the role that he has chosen to take on. He is a true hero.
Yeah.
Middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures because I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do.
We've all got a fire. Understand that. We've all got a fire, and it's about us lighting that fire within us and finding out what we're supposed to be fiery about. It's a lot of fire, but I'm so serious. He had a fire. He just needed to light it and for it to be fuel. Go back 5 seconds. I'm sorry. I just had to shout
fuel
that out.
And a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and...
What's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? What I love about him is that I remember what he says right when he says it. And that means it hits home for me. That's how I am with scripture too. Like when there's a scripture that just grabs my heart, I remember it instantly. I can't say I'll bring it up, but as soon as he says it, like I don't have to keep going back. That is crazy. But replay that. Replay that. Throw firebombs in the chat.
Blade to a building made out of iron and pillars.
You see, the thing is, when
what's
you know,
a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars?
When you know you have substance and
firebombs, guys, firebombs.
Can I get some fire in the chat room, guys?
Fire in the chat room.
When you know you are something of substance, right? You have been through. You have been through the fire. You have been through the pain. You have been through the suffering. So when you hear like enemies coming at you from different direction and stuff, you can welcome these attacks. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you got to have a thick skin if you're gonna make it in this world. And you know, even in the Christian journey as well, if you are easily offended, if you are too soft-hearted, and you gotta be humble, you gotta be gentle, you gotta be vulnerable.
You have to be confident.
But at the same time, you got to be strong in your position, and you actually have to welcome opposition and being able to confront them in the strength of the Lord also.
Yes, throw those firebombs in there. For those who believe in Christ.
That's good.
For those who believe in Christ, if you believe that as one man, he went through all he went through, even made it to the cross being sinless, that took courage and that took confidence. Confidence in what he believed in. There is a scripture that says, being confident in this very thing, that he which had started a good work in you will perform it until the day of Christ. So understanding that what God starts within you, the fire that he starts within you, Tom understands the fire that has been fueled within him is not going to stop. It's only being more fueled with the opposition and with that, because the more of hate that's coming out is the more good he has to put out.
That's right.
And that's how it's supposed to work. Not, you don't shy back and fall back and start to question your belief system. No, you got to stand for what you believe in and you got to fight against it. Mm-hmm. That's within ourselves. That's within our relationships, within our children. When your child is fighting you, no, and you're telling them, no, you cannot touch that hot stove. Are you going to let them touch the hot stove? Yeah. No, you're going to do everything in your power to get them away from the hot stove, no matter how much they how much opposition they try to give you. That's what he's not playing. He is going full throttle towards this thing.
It's a lot of lyrical, poetic rhymes in his words. There go Bass. No one. Okay, the one reason I like Tom, you can understand every single word he says.
Absolutely.
That is so true. In like a lot of other artists, when they rap, you almost like...
A calm sea never made a good sailor. That's my line. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of time rappers will rap and you like, huh, what did he say? You know, but not so with Tom. He's very clear. You know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So all you have to do is listen. Yeah. Wow, Tom's Discord notice are killing me, ATM. Okay. So Discord notice? Okay. Is that the app you're talking about? The Discord app? I had one account with them.
What is it? Everyone's got a Discord. What does that mean? Somebody help me understand.
Can you tell us more about Discord? Are you talking about the application on the phone and stuff like that? Is that what you guys are referring to? Let us know. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to some more Toms, okay?
Let's go ahead and cry me a river, cause I... to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine, cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time
I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. I never heard this song. I thought we were doing Canceled. I did listen to the words of Canceled. I like to listen to the words first sometimes, so that I know so I can try to figure out what he's saying, because I always have to repeat and rewind and rewind and rewind. But listen, play that back.
That was powerful. There's so much substance in here, guys. We can pause up almost every single line.
Swimming, and I'm designed to find it funny when they whine, because I'm winning.
He's designed to find it funny when they whine because he's winning. He's designed this way. He's built for tough, people. He's built for this. He was made for this. And the craziest thing is, we were all made for this.
That's right.
And so some people buy in to the narrative, and some people understand how to break out of the box.
By the way, look at the facial
expression. So whatever it was.
Look at the facial expression, guys, by the way.
He's too much. So when you're ready, like, you gotta, Tom is not speaking just about himself. He's speaking to us, to our hearts. So those of you who have experienced freedom from addictions, freedom from whatever demons you were facing because of Tom's influence in your life, understand that he's still talking to us. He's still speaking to our hearts.
Thank you. Oh, Discord is it's a communication platform. I know about that because I think, you introduced me to Discord before. So you guys are on Discord. Is that what you guys are saying? Would that be something you want us to get on our phones to communicate with you? Maybe. Let us know. Okay. Cancel is our next one. I thought you were
saying everyone's got a Discord like...
Yeah, it's an application. It's like it has a little funny face. Blue. It's like a blue application of some sort. I was on it before. All right.
I thought you meant Discord like everyone's got a disagreement.
Disagreement, yeah. In that sense.
Cut me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine, cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love.
You gotta think about that. Go ahead and cry me a river, I've been dying to go swimming. So in other words, what he's saying here, the tears that people are crying to him about, he's gonna swim right in that. In other words, like he's gonna... Hey,
he can't drown in it. Basically, you can't drown him. He's gonna float.
Yeah.
He's going to swim. He's going to do butterflies and backflips and water bombs.
And I'm designed made out of iron and pillars. Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine, cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game is.
The power of choice. It's up to you to love or dismiss it. That's the power of choice. And that's what we're fighting against. That's what he's fighting against. Because while it's up to us to fight or dismiss it, like he keeps talking about how they keep giving this story to the youth, this narrative to the youth, he's fighting against that. So this is what the youth need to hear, because they're not going to necessarily have an option, because it's going to be so ingrained in their teaching, in their education, in the music that they have accessible to them through mainstream media, the fight, the wars, the everything that's happening out here that mainstream media is trying to push into the minds of our young people. He has to fight against it, because that's what he knows. If you know the truth and you don't share the truth, shame on us. Yeah. If we know better and we don't do better, shame on us. We shouldn't be quiet about this thing.
Absolutely not. By the way, guys, I'm downloading the Discord application. So, and then we'll create maybe a group chat of some sort, and then I'll put a post on the YouTube channel, and you guys we can communicate from there as well. So appreciate that. I'm getting the app right now. Praise the Lord. This is good stuff.
I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford
say what?
to speak your
Talk
mind
is cheap.
afraid to-
Wait.
You say
Back
the
it up.
talk is cheap, but you act like it's expensive. Every time I open my mouth, you get offended.
Okay, play it.
Pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down. And then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential...
Isn't it crazy how when you stand for what's right, righteousness, when you stand for truth, how suddenly people start to get afraid and go away from you and don't want that connection with you.
Yeah, as if you've done something so bad.
Yeah.
By standing for
like you become
what
a
is
plague.
Right. Yeah, you become a plague.
Yeah. Or they just suddenly don't have a desire to be in your presence anymore, or they suddenly don't support you.
Yeah, I call this the Cain syndrome. You know, you doing something I should be doing. You're doing something that rebukes me. You're setting an example here that makes me feel uncomfortable. You're talking in a way that discomfort me, that troubles me. So therefore, I'm gonna hate you. Madam
Red, I love what you said. He fights so hard for the youth because he as a youth, he believed his favorite rappers, and then look where it got him.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what his life became.
He went through some trouble.
He's not blaming. Maybe he is blaming, but this is what was imprinted in his mind, and then look at what came out of it, and then look at what he had to go through to fight out of it.
Yep.
What should his job have been but to go back to try to fix the wrong that was done to him. If that makes sense. I just feel like there's such a better way to say that.
Well, he was influenced negatively by the same hip hop that he's now talking to re-influence in a positive way. So he's kind of like he's using their weapon against them in a way.
Challenge. What greater gift would he have than to be able to give his testimony through the same story that he received, what he received back when he was young. Thank you for that. Man, everything's sold out.
What?
Congratulations to everyone who got the new album that dropped today. It's called The Brave, right?
Yeah, The Brave.
The Brave?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Group
I can't
chat
wait
on
to
Discord
hear it.
or call servers. Okay.
Gotcha.
So okay, guys, we'll create a group chat on Discord and then we'll send that to you and we'll stay in touch that way.
I know, dear rappers, Margaret. Yes, I know. I need to hear that. I'm still back in like 8 albums ago. How many albums has he put out?
Oh my goodness, a bunch.
Wow,
more than like 6 or I don't know. You guys know. Where is your email? I want to get a hold of you. The email is under the description of the video. If you want me to type it, I can type it in too. So it's okay.
All right, we gotta keep with the song. Keep with the song.
A second, quickly.
Tom's spoken word pieces hit hard and are full of honesty and vulnerability. Definitely listen soon. Nicotine. Oh wait, yeah. I think I'm back. Tom is the Billy Graham of hip hop. Okay, John. That's right. Every fiber of my being tells me that Tom had good parents.
I feel the same way. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna do a live stream where I will be we will be talking about Tom's personal testimony.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's a nice documentary that I heard, and we're gonna live stream that.
That's Monday, right?
In our next session, yeah, Monday morning we're gonna do that together. So look out for that one. We're gonna go into Tom's life.
Kid 23.
Really well done.
Let me count my CDs. Wow.
What?
I'm so far behind.
You said 23?
And this is what's sad.
That's amazing.
Because I am a music junkie. I don't know names, I don't know that, but I've never fallen upon him as an artist, which is sad because that just means you can tell what the algorithms and what is being pushed forward and promoted.
He's not promoted in that sense. Without his fan base, you will never know Tom existed. Yeah.
So this is what and even if we're just called to share truth.
He has 8 albums out.
That's what we need to do.
Wow, 8 of them?
8 with today?
Well, with today's it makes 9. Oh my goodness.
Oh, 9.
3 Novas, 3 Brendan. These are all connected. Oh, okay.
That's what's up, though.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So he's been putting in work. Anyway, let's go back to Tom, guys.
Sorry.
to be down, and then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters.
You gotta know your potential,
guys.
people. He understands this. He knows his potential.
You know what you
even when he had his first.
Got.
So his first CD, which who knows how many it sold. I would love to know if anyone knows how many CDs that his how many sales he had on his first CD. Right?
Yeah.
To get to this, knowing that he's been doing it all by himself, he's been doing all the footwork by himself, that takes courage and that takes persistence and it takes dedication. He's dedicated to the truth that is in him. So he won't allow himself to just fall back and say, oh, I didn't get rich. Because what did he say earlier? It's not about the money. He's all about the message.
That's right.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead. Back it up.
Getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other.
Hold on a second.
Oh, we
you
gotta
cry
pause.
about gorillas.
We gotta pause on this one.
But taking photos on your pictures when someone's getting killed.
I've seen that done.
Back it up a little bit, because
I've
I need
seen
to
that.
hear a little, a good portion of that
Sure
again.
is a pervert with a camera and no
Back it up more.
photography experience.
A little bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
Biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all
I've seen it
Take
done.
photo-
I've
yeah.
heard it done. I've watched videos where this is done.
We see what's on here.
Yeah, they will like wanna just live stream a fight instead of coming in and separate a fight. You know, I've seen a person got bit and he was bleeding all over the place, and everybody had their phones. Like,
Yeah.
he was bleeding. I'm like, somebody call
Yeah,
the police.
someone help him.
Somebody help him. Take your shirt off and do something. Like, no, he was
It's
like,
like,
help. And
I think
nobody's
what they're
helping.
doing, what they're really doing, is they're kind of making all this madness. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, it was pray for Paris, pray for this, and pray for that. And the more and more we're inundated with the atrocities of what people are doing to each other, and where the more it just becomes like, now you don't say pray for that. You kind of say, oh, and you keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like you're not saying pray for it. You're not taking time to really figure out how you can help or what you can do. You're actually just kind of becoming just so saturated. That's what I feel like. They're saturating us with this darkness. They're saturating us with this, with the negativity, with hate, with violence, with death, with everything bad that's happening, that it just becomes the norm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of trying to say.
It creates a crazy cycle.
It just becomes the norm. So you're so used to it that it doesn't even affect you anymore emotionally, because we're emotional beings, and we should be affected when somebody is hurting, when someone's dying, when someone is in pain, and not just animals. You know, like we pick and choose. They pick and choose what to react to, and that's the same with this race stuff. Like we should be reacting, like we talked about, to those drill rappers that is inciting anger and inciting violence. Not anger, violence. Anger is like spitting in the ocean. It's inciting murders and death and killing and breaking down more of the family unit and the family home, and sexual immorality and people having babies all over the place, and we don't know who the father is, and the fathers aren't even present because all they're doing is chasing money. That's what they call it, chasing money, chasing the bag, chasing paper.
Chasing the girls.
Chasing the girls? So,
it's a problem.
yeah.
I backed it up.
lying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views.
Only care about each other if it means you get some
Photos
views.
on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views. And you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, because you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement.
Woo! Stand your ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. Woo! There's this verse in the Bible. I love the Bible too. I love the Bible and Tom. It says, my feet stand on an even place, therefore I cannot be moved. He just makes me think of verses. But listen, understanding what it means when you stand for truth and you won't let anything shake you, you won't let anything take you away from that truth.
Unmovable.
That's exactly immovable.
Yeah.
That's
when
it.
you're standing on a solid ground where you know the truth is underneath your feet, You don't have to worry about anything.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't sit back. You don't sit back and wait for people to tell you, okay, you should talk this way, a little less of that, a little more of this. How many times do we shut our mouths? I know I've done it a gazillion times, and probably this week.
Guilty.
We shut our mouths when we know we need to speak up, especially working in healthcare. We hear how people talk to other people and how this and how staff talks to patients, and it's just like, oh man, like how. But you don't want you know the staff is under a lot of stress, and you know this. So it's this balance that you're trying to have. Truth is truth, and sometimes you just have to hit the truth with the truth. Hard.
Right.
You got to hit it hard.
Amen, Andrea.
Many in society have low morals and do not really like helping people. That's so true, Daniel. And it's a sad state that we're in. And why? Because we've been so inundated with immorality that it just becomes the norm. You can literally just walk by it and not even think twice about it. Like, oh man. One thing we always try to do is when we see a car accident or something like that, we try to stop and pray for that person. And I'll tell you what, I saw a car accident yesterday. I drove by it. I remember praying in my head, but I don't remember telling my kids in the car to pray.
Yeah.
So it's like, it just becomes so normal to see things that you forget.
It's easy, guys. We have to be careful that we don't become so desensitized.
Yes, desensitized.
And
That's the word I've been looking for.
And we begin to think that evil is normal. Wrongs are good.
No, we have to constantly fight against the evils.
We have to fight against that. Always put value on people. Don't put value on them just because of their skin color. And don't put value on temporal stuff. Don't look at them because of their skin color, their wealth, whether they're all good or bad, whether you love them or not. The fact is, people are people. Yeah, with earrings, tattoos, this, that, Christians or non-Christians. Love people because people are people, okay? They were created by God, and their value is of God. And so therefore, you have to look at people differently than just another lumps of cells piled up together. No. People have great value. They're all worthy. Christ died for people. Okay?
It says, men look on the outward appearance, but God looketh upon the heart. Tom MacDonald, his heart is what captures me.
That's right.
Because his heart not only fuels my life, but it gives me a desire to fuel other people.
That's right.
And when you have someone who makes you want to teach other people how to become a better version of themselves,
powerful.
That's powerful. That's true.
You're always gonna get my support if you're doing something like that.
But it just makes sense. It's like the blessings come and the blessings go, and so that becomes the repetitive cycle that we're trying to do. Is we're trying to each one, teach one, reach one. That's right. How it's supposed to be.
Very. That's right. That's right, Daniel. Amen, Andrew Lee. You got it. You got it. All right, Champagne Ryan. Amen. So let's go back to Tom. Let's back it up a little bit.
And he don't care about losing respect. Was it ever respect that he had? You got to question that. Was it ever respect that you had when you only were valued and respected when you fell into their narrative?
Yeah.
That's not respect. That's called being puppeted.
But you're going to get my respect. The thing is, people who love truth are always going to side with anybody who stands for truth. But those who say, we don't care about Tom, this, that, and then Tom, it doesn't necessarily matter. Once you know what you know and you believe what you believe and you stand for what you believe as a person, you don't have to worry about what the crowd are saying about you, especially when you know you're on the right path.
Margaret Sargent, ever notice how everyone else's sins are worse than yours, right? That's not how it goes for real, right? I know that, that's not how.
That's crazy.
Thank you, because that's what people like to do. They like to point
fingers at everybody
else's. No. We got to deal with ourselves.
Yeah.
Focus on ourselves.
It's called introspect. Do introspect. Do a self-examination.
Yeah, self-reflection.
Look deep. Face
deep.
Yourself. Look at the person in the mirror and deal with that individual.
And I love how he just his feet are in cement. Come on now, come on, Tom.
He has bars for days, man.
That but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living?
So someone said they could tell he had good parents. He said he was raised to keep his words, thoughts, something else consistent.
Yeah, I said that in my my opinion about Tom's spiritual.
So it's like, he was probably raised a certain way. Believe these rappers' lies. This is just me creating a thought process here. Raised a certain way, believe the lies, and then went into now coming out into the truth and is like, wow.
All right. We have a request here from Keith. My wife is on her way back from Minnesota. She wanted to get back for this live stream, but couldn't. She is a truck driver. Pray for her safe trip. We can definitely do
Prayers
that.
up.
Let's pray. Let's pray right now. We don't have
Amen.
to over spiritualize this thing. Father, we just want to pray for Keith's wife, keep her safe, bring her back safely. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
All
Amen.
right. So let's Jesus teaches us to value. Okay. Jesus teaches us to value life and love each other. No wonder the last 20 years have been an immoral down spiral. The more we push God out, the worse things are going to be.
Exactly.
We are reaping the consequences of that reality, my friend.
Yep.
So is your name Grisdale? Might be saying it wrong, right? Yeah, it's true. You're right on that.
M. Grisdale.
Yeah, 100% correct.
Grisdale.
Yeah.
Madam Red, Tom's parents are awesome.
I can
believe
tell.
it.
I can tell
He said what
already.
he just said it. And this
Yeah.
is what you love about him. He's not trying to say he had this bad upbringing that led him to this and led him to that. He understands the power of the choices that he made. He said, you can choose or not. It's a choice.
It's a choice.
Okay.
And by the way, Monday, guys, we're going to do the documentary of Tom McDonald. We're going to watch a documentary together, and we're going to pause and talk about what we are learning. The guy who did the documentary did an awesome job. I'm going to give him credit for the documentary, and I want you guys to go show him some love, because he said, go ahead, share my stuff with wherever you want. So watch out for that. My wife and I will be live Monday. Go digging into the life of Tom McDonald, getting to know his parents, his upbringing, and all that. So,
Yeah, because I'm just intrigued to know more about him as a person.
Me too. It's like,
I really am.
What happened that brought this into this world, this mindset, the concept, like what happened, the story behind that. And I think we're going to learn that
Rob
together.
Thomas said, and I hate hip hop. Tom said, I don't talk about my blessings because my mama raised me good.
Yeah. Wow.
That's funny. Yeah, obviously,
Praise the Lord. All right, guys, let's go. One
many
more.
of us have that story.
Surely do.
And some of us have the opposite.
Then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never ask for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't
Tried to
too much.
silence the vision, tried to kill him with fire, but from the ashes he has risen. Hello.
And again, that
Fire bombs. Come on, people.
Can we get some fire bombs in the chat room, guys, once again?
Woo!
Andrea-
We gotta replay that. Play it again. Play it again. Play it again.
That was amazing.
Sorry.
Man. That was really good. She gets really excited, by the way.
Woo!
I can tell.
Come on now.
She knows what happened to me now.
my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never ask for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't
I want to keep hearing. I want to keep hearing more.
expire, I don't get vision.
My motivation
Tried to
won't
kill me
expire.
with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If
Woo! My motivation won't expire. I don't get tired. I get driven.
Isn't
Listen.
this encouraging, guys?
Listen.
This is the kind of
fire
stuff.
bombs. Come on now.
Can we get some fire bombs? Yeah, that's right.
You don't even really have to say much to this. I don't really need to react to it except for just saying this is a man who understands what he walks with. He understands what he believes in, and he understands that nothing can shake him and nothing can break him because what he believes in is truth. Period.
Say it.
Period. There's nothing else that he needs to do.
That's it.
He doesn't need to explain. He doesn't need to wait for approval. Anyone's reproofs aren't gonna cause him to say, let me think about what I'm saying and see if I can say it in a softer way. No. He said if you don't like opinions,
Bye.
shoo on.
Bye.
Woo!
I get some fire bomb. I'm trying to get some fire on this chat room, guys. Sorry, I'm looking for my emojis here. Because it's...
Yo,
that
I want to
was-
hear it one more time. Come on, guys. You
that
gotta
was
stick
good.
with us. What are we? 1 hour and 40 minutes in?
Well, we still have one more reaction to do.
Uh-oh.
So, guys, I'm sorry, man, for holding you a little bit too long today. But blame Tom for this, okay? He put out the video.
I think some people would blame me for my pauses.
No, you're fine. Let's go.
me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't
Hold on.
expire. If you're censoring your there's about taking
Sorry.
your picture as a pervert with a camera, no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, so words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen.
When you have a vision, when you have a vision and people try to attack you from behind, if you have a vision and you're true to your vision,
That's right.
nobody can take that from you.
Never.
Motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're
You paused at me accidentally. Sorry.
from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
Attention seekers. That's what they are.
Wow.
Attention seekers.
If you're a Tom hater, maybe this is time for you to stop hating.
Wow.
Start appreciating.
Because he said you don't have to listen. You don't even have to comment.
That is
You don't have to
amazing.
comment. You don't have to listen. You don't have to be a part of this.
No.
Why are you commenting negatively? Because you're trying to point out that he's a racist. That he's because you're trying to point out that he has bad. What do they say? That he has. I don't know. What are they saying about him?
You want to be black, racist.
Oh, he wants to be black.
Hair. It's like the stuff that they go after him for is so like trivial. It's so weak. You're like, that's all you got? Like, come on. Come with something of substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, attacking his girl and things like that. It's so dumb.
Listen,
anyway.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
guys, this was amazing. Right, yeah. He said this, yeah. We love to ride the rabbit hole, right? That's the rabbit hole. That's Tom McDonald rabbit hole. Yeah, we are in that now. We surely do.
I don't understand rabbit hole, but I'll tell you what. That right there, the end of that,
Powerful.
that was so powerful. Someone explain rabbit hole to me. I am so slow.
Well, in
some of
essence,
these
I think
things.
it's talking about we're digging into, what.
Like digging deep into it.
Deeper into it, yeah.
Yeah. Rabbit hole.
We love the content. Thank you guys once again. Fire. That was a fire. That song was hot.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Woo!
That was crazy. So
the next one.
cancel.
Okay.
Guys, cancel.
Are we ready?
Guys, are you ready for Hey, remember, this is a Tom McDonald all day live stream show today. It's a manifesto of Tom. And we're examining the videos and we're talking about the content and we are learning. And we are growing. We're getting some tips and lessons, and So I'm hoping you are learning something through this process. I'm sorry if we have to pause 100 times. This is a reaction video, guys. So we all
Renee
back.
Williams. They are talking about Pastor James in the Hog Discord live right now. They told Tom about you. That's awesome.
Great.
That's awesome. Listen, I would love to talk to Tom. I would love to meet Tom. I would need to meet Tom. Where does Tom live?
Tell Tom
Where is his base at?
there is a pastor in Pennsylvania with his wife who love him very much and are praying for him and would love to talk to him.
Yo, I would love to share testimonials. Tom, if you hear this, I would love to just dig into your brain a little bit more. I mean, I got enough of it through your music.
Of course.
So I don't really need to dig any deeper. I'm sure you have a lot going on. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to react to Canceled. But I just love, I'm a person that, because of everything that I've been through, I don't back down. And I've lived a life of backing down and not saying what I really mean and trying to walk on eggshells. I've lived that life. And I think that's just why I stay so connected to Tom, because in living that life, it can be very, you just feel fake within yourself. Sure. You don't feel like you are, and you don't want to live off of feelings, but you really have that position in life where you just are kind of just floating through life. You don't really have a thought process. You kind of go with everyone's flow. No, that's not living. Living is understanding who you are.
That's right.
What your purpose is, why you were made, what you're destined to be. And it's an ever learning process. And things change over time. So if at this time I'm called to be work at McDonald's. Then for me, I worked at McDonald's. Then I became a CNA. Then I was an LPN. And now I'm an RN. And so I moved through. So you have seasons in your life. It's not to say that you know it all and that's it and that's concrete. But so many live in the concreteness of where they're at that they forget. Sometimes you got to break open that shell and move into another season, another phase, another portion of your life. It's not for us to. What are you doing?
No, I just got the Discord.
Got you. He disconnected from me.
No,
So,
actually,
and I felt that. Sorry.
I was actually listening into that.
So that's the whole point is we have to understand that sometimes as we go through different seasons in life, don't just get complacent. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
As you was going before I opened the app, one thing you said
Don't
here
get
that was
complacent.
that was key in connection with the song Tom was talking about, is that once you know your value, right, and you know your purpose and you have a vision, you may not be always embrace. Maybe your families don't see the vision, right? Maybe that husband that you love don't understand what's in your heart. Maybe that son is not supportive. Maybe that wife doesn't get it. But you got to go forward, regardless of how little support you get, because your dreams and your vision and you understand it is being communicated to you by your creator. Do not let it die. And one thing I see here is Tommy's like, I don't care what you say about me. I'm going to live the life that I've envisioned
I've been
myself.
called to live.
You know, I've been called to live.
Yeah.
I'm going to
'Cause
follow my
everyone's been
conviction, and you don't have to like me. And guess
Yeah.
what? You have to take that position even as a Christian, even if you're not a Christian. Whatever it is that the Lord has laid on your heart, whatever it is that you have convicted yourself to do, especially if that thing is a positive thing, friends, go get it. Don't let anybody stop you. Break down the doors, break down the chains, loosen up the chains from your feet, get up and do what you need to do. Get to the point and the reasons why God has created you to live.
You have purpose and there's a plan. And so many people are just living the routine of go to work, get a check, this and that. They shout about a couple of things, but they're not really walking in their purpose. And that's just where I refuse to be. For me, I'm halfway through life. I turned 40. So I'm not going to spend the second half of my life just living for the other person or living in that way. No, I'm going to live in my purpose. That's what I'm fighting for.
That's right.
And that's what he fought for. Because like I said, I'm sure his first album didn't sell out the first day. Right? But he saw the vision.
That's right.
And when you see your vision, you always have to focus on the end and the outcome of your vision. You do not focus on the steps leading there, because what in the world would that be? It's like a football game. I love how he how James always says it. You know, if the receiver didn't focus on the touchdown zone, the end zone. Sorry, I'm not great with football. I love watching it, but I don't know all the verbiage. If they focused on all the people coming after them and they didn't focus on the end zone, they would be tackled way earlier. Their goal and their focus is literally on the end zone. And that's what you focus on when you have a vision. Goofball, thank you for your super chat. Please react to Nova Rockefeller featuring Tom McDonald. Gang, gang. Love you guys and your content. God bless. God bless you.
So is
too,
that something
and
you
we thank
guys,
you.
can we get some vote? Is that something you guys would like to react to at last to bring this video to an end? We're going to do cancel. I don't know. I cannot promise how many times we're going to pause because it's just don't know.
I have a
Tom.
finger problem. I have a mind problem. He says I overthink.
I don't think you overthink. I think you have
getting
your
raw,
you have your
guys.
own way of thinking. You're a woman.
Oh, you see,
my
now
woman.
he's being
You my woman.
stereotypical. Yeah, now he's trying.
Let me clean that up a little bit before.
Come on, guys, get on the pastor. He said you're a woman.
Let me clean that
Where's
up.
my girls at?
Let me clean that up real
Come
quick
on,
before they throw away
You're
the
about
key.
to get married.
I don't want to sleep on the couch tonight. Let me
John.
clean.
Okay, let's read some of these comments. Hunter Anderson. Again, thank you to Goofball. Thank you for your super chat. Hunter Anderson. All of his lyrics speak the truth of the actual American who supports the country and does not agree with the government's decisions. He says everything that nobody wants to say.
Yeah, they're not gonna like you if you talk like that. Gang will be a great
John
react to.
John. Our
Eggshell.
friend John. We've talked a lot today. Eggshell walking has never been my thing. That's why I'm labeled an a-hole. And sometimes people try to label you that because they can't handle your truth.
Yeah.
And when you respect another person's truth, it's difficult to see that person outside of their truth because you're still a human with a heartbeat. And that doesn't, just because you have a thought process doesn't label who you are as a being.
That's right. And the thing is, one thing to also keep in mind, you should never back down from your truth, from what you believe in your heart. But you should also filter that in a way. You don't want to be, how could I say this? You don't want to be rude in the process. You know what I'm saying? The a-hole concept. You want to avoid becoming one, even though you're gonna get that title. You're gonna get that title anyway, no matter how nice, how professional you put your truth out there. Somebody's still gonna misunderstand you.
Yeah.
But you want to do the best you can using tact and method and the right language.
I
and
think
and all
Tom
that.
is pretty tactful.
Yeah,
He
for
has
the most
some
part.
untactful moments.
Well, he's actually hilarious though.
He's funny.
He uses
He's more like a
he uses
jokester.
sarcasm
Yeah.
and satirical in a way to really like communicate the message. I think the artist Simpson does the same thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So here we are. My favorite Tom MacDonald song that helped me is Angels, helped me get out of my troubled life. It literally hit a switch in my brain and my life took a 180 turn. Wow.
That's amazing.
That's powerful. I'd love to hear that.
Gang Gang is great. So everybody's asking for Gang Gang with Tom and Nova together. So
okay.
Something we can
That's
look
different.
Into.
I didn't hear that one yet.
We have not.
Okay. Tom is a great storyteller, lyricist, and poet. Nova is great with the camera. Both so talented. Agreed, Kimmy.
Can I pause here to acknowledge like it's a beautiful thing when a couple can come together and work on their vision. You know, it's a beautiful thing. And if I may speak for the husband here, I'll let my wife speak for the ladies. You know, you want to be as supportive as you can to your wife, as supportive as you can to her dreams and her goals. Mm-hmm. I've not always done this right. I'm going to be honest with you, but I'm learning every day to be a better husband in that regard. So, but when you guys can put your mind together, if you're not married, you're not married. Okay, this is not for you. Then you can find somebody else you can support, maybe a family member or a friend. But if you are, you know, the one next to you, value that one. You know, place worth on her. Make her feel special. Okay, it's a growing aspect. Every day you're gonna learn something different and how to do it better. And some of you can tell me better. Some of you are celebrating 30-something years of marriage. Listen, I'm only like we're going into 7, or maybe 8. No, 7. So we are babies comparing to y'all. So. Yeah, so something to keep in mind, guys.
Got it. Bad news. React to that. So yeah. So
okay.
we'll be reacting, guys. This is exciting.
We're doing cancel?
Yep. It's time.
All right, cancel, guys. It is Tom MacDonald. Cancel. Are you ready?
I can't be canceled, there's no way that you can stop me. Fully independent,
Sorry.
there's no label who can drop me. Y'all been starting rumors, let me help you with some. Yeah.
He's a racist, he's a sexist, he's in love with Donald Trump.
Y'all can't cancel me. My life is scandal free. There ain't no sponsors taking losses cause the brand is me. My hands are clean. My family and my fans agree.
Woo! Okay, sorry. 25 seconds. I tried. Again, we see his confidence. He understands his purpose. Period.
He's doing that again. All right.
5 seconds
Y'all
back.
can't cancel me.
Go back 5 seconds.
It is me. My hands are clean. My family and my fans agree. Y'all can't cancel me for facts because you're mad and weak. Go ahead.
This is so significant, guys.
Cancel
I don't
me
mean
for
to
facts
pause.
because
I don't
you're
mean to
mad
pause
and weak.
here. As you are living to the life or living out your dreams and doing the things that you were created to do, you want to be clean. Here's the reason why. Because your enemies will use your dirt against you. And if you don't make sure you put your eggs in the right basket here, doing the things you're supposed to be doing, the people who are trying to get you will utilize that to tear your career, your life, your dreams apart. So
I
make
agree,
sure you clean up.
But I also have to say the cleanup process is lifelong.
Yes.
So if God has put a purpose and a plan in your life, you are going to make mistakes along the way. I make mistakes.
Yeah.
I made mistakes yesterday. I'll make mistakes tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nobody can cancel a vision and a purpose that God has put in your life. So I get what my husband's saying. What he's saying is if you have some known stuff that you just are saying, I don't care.
Very obvious.
Be real with yourself and know that it can affect your purpose and your vision.
Yes, it
because
can.
we do have a choice in the matter with some of the things that we do. But also understand, greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. There is a greater power behind our vision that sometimes you don't recognize. I know for me, I can look back and see the steps, the people, the situations that got me to where I'm at today. And I'm like, oh, wow, that was God. You might not see it for 20 years. You might not see it for 10 years, 5 years, 5 months, 30 years.
Yeah.
But if God has a plan for you and you follow through with that plan, or sometimes you won't even know that it's part of the plan, nobody can cancel you. They can't stop you.
Yeah.
I just have to jump in on that because
and
there's only so much cleanup we can do.
Keyword to what my wife say here, you got to follow through. You know what I'm saying? So the danger is that we may know what the plan of God is. We can deteriorate that plan.
Is that me who's going to be yelping a lot?
You know what I'm saying?
Madam, listen. So,
I say put your seatbelt on for this one. Is it for which one? Are you talking about Gang with Tom?
No, I think we're canceled.
Oh, okay.
Because we already
well,
posted.
let's.
So it's not to discredit what he's saying. What he's saying is, Be conscious. Do the self-reflections. Is there anything that is going to hinder me on my journey, on my path?
That's right.
Ask yourself questions. The greatest person knows how to ask a question and not just try to move blindly. Being prudent is important. Pausing. It's like going to a stop sign. Some people run through the stop sign and don't even see what hits them. But if you pause, so when you're going through your vision, you have to take pauses. And you can see from Tom's life and from his story, the little bit that I'm hearing through his words, he understands a prudent life and he understands how to take the pause. And he also understands that he has purpose because he's not perfect. We still see imperfections, but just know you can't, nothing can hold you back
once you are purpose driven, nothing can hold you back.
Nothing can cancel you.
That's right.
Fans agree. Y'all can't cancel me for facts because you're mad and weak. Go ahead and tell the world I'm ugly and racist. I braid my hair and I don't care about cultural appropriation. I moved to the ghetto, lived in the ghetto, there's no Caucasians. And still I loved every single one of my neighbors.
Show me racism.
I don't see
Moved
it.
to the ghetto, lived in the ghetto, no Caucasians. He loved every one of his neighbors.
Powerful.
So for those who say he's racist,
there goes some lyrics
listen to this line. In his videos, we've seen a beautiful array of black and white people.
That's right.
Right? And other races, I'm sorry. So I would love to hear these people. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm new to this thing. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
In the ghetto, there's no Caucasians. And still I loved every single one of my neighbors. How's a man say I'm clickbait if he gonna use this face to get clicks on his page? Y'all hypocrites are made. But I ain't tripping about these bullies, it ain't 6th grade. Go ahead and diss me trying to sell a couple mixtapes.
Woo! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, he is so fire. I just love the way he talks. What it is not even just the way he talks, it's the visual he gives you with it. He's in this cage, yet he's letting you know he can't stay caged. He can't be caged.
That's right.
It's the visual. It's him being wrapped up, but his mouth is still going. You can't quiet him down.
That's right.
No matter how much you do to try to trap him and keep him trapped down,
That's right.
he is going to speak.
That's right.
Period. He don't
That's
care.
Right. And you may be having your own personal cage, right? You have those boundaries.
Let it play.
Those hurdles, those things that are holding you back. But you don't have to allow them to keep you. You can still go forward. It may not be easy, though, but you can always rise above your circumstances.
Okay. I'm going to let it play. Oh, this is a 5-minute one.
It ain't 6th grade. Go ahead and diss me trying to sell a couple mixtapes. I'm not afraid, take my face and my name, paste it on the front page. I'm already famous and you'll never change it by hating or claiming you'll take it away. My grind wicked, write my rhymes different. You could try to quantify defying limits as a dying gimmick and denying winning. This is pure fire, this ain't white privilege. I do what I want, get all the Gucci and Louis Vuitton out of my closet, out of my crib. I do not want it, that is for kids, that is for rappers who ask you to produce their beats for free, pretending online like they rich. I am not playing it safe. I said what I said. It is what it is.
Woo! Oh, come on, guys. Why do you guys want me to not pause? There's so much to pause. Firebombs.
By the way, I want to remind you, this is a reaction video. We do have to pause.
No, everyone's not saying that. No. It's okay. It's okay. No, because I get it. Because I pause mid-sentence.
Yeah.
And that's really hard. So, man, I feel like I want to go back and hear it again. But listen.
Fire.
Firebomb. I'm here for everything, y'all. I have to say, pause all you want. Thank you, Madam Red. We got to rewind some. Because now I lost my thought. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Go back like a little bit back.
Out of my closet, out of my crib. I do not want it. That is for kids.
A little bit more.
Just a little. Right there.
Defying limits is a dying gimmick and denying winning. This is pure fire. This ain't white privilege.
Pure fire.
Do what I want. Get all the Gucci and Louis Vuitton out of my closet, out of my crib. I do not want it. That is for kids. That is for rappers who ask you to produce their beats for free, pretending online like they rich. I am not playing it safe. I said what I said. It is what it is.
Pause. I said what I said. It is what it is. I'm not playing it safe. So many people go through life playing it safe. No, guys, we have to step out of the comfort zone. What I said before. I don't know who said this statement first. There is no growth in the comfort zone, and there is no comfort in the growth zone. When you're looking to grow yourself, your family, your kids, it's going to get uncomfortable.
You've got to.
It's going to get uncomfortable, but you got to fight through it. If you believe what you believe in, you're going to make it through. And that's what Tom's saying.
That's right.
That's what he's saying to us.
That's right. To live up to that dream, that call, that purpose that the Lord has laid on your heart, you're going to have to go outside of your comfort zone. And I think this, if I may articulate what my wife is talking about here, that's, again, you got to step out of what the norm, you know what I'm saying? So you have to do things differently. Of course, in the strength of God, you got to do it in a way that is approval of him, but by all means.
Daniel said it was a perfect place to pause.
Go
I get it. So keep me. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. What am I, like in my fourth video?
Gia said you're also funny. She is Gia. She is funny. Imagine living with her. See some of the stuff that she does.
Oh, there's the comment. Good job, Andrea. You're so funny.
She is. She's hilarious.
Oh.
I have the dry humor. She's got more like the wild
I'm
humor.
wild.
So I'm more dry about it. So anyway, let's go back.
I do not want it. That is for kids. That is for rappers who ask you to produce their beats for free, pretending online like they rich. I am not playing it safe. I said what I said. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I don't care if you mad at me, okay? Go ahead and change the channel.
Exactly.
Don't waste your time trying to cancel me. They love me because they know that I'm it.
Can I pause quickly and say, if you don't like Tom MacDonald,
Hey, who's the other guy that said he was an a-hole? Someone in here.
It's the
You
thing.
guys
It's the
are really
truth.
connected.
If you don't like what Tom MacDonald has to say, don't listen to his song.
Yeah.
Simple as that. You don't click. You know what I'm saying? So if you click and you enjoy you don't like what he has to say, stop watching it. And I think we have some people that are on my comments, and I want to call you out publicly. If you don't like what's going on in this channel and you want to be rude and disrespectful, just unsubscribe and go somewhere else.
Oh, calm down.
I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being honest with you. If you don't like, if you want to bug people,
I say keep coming. Keep the comments coming, because you never know. They might come across the comment one day that will help them have a greater perspective.
no, you can definitely come. But if I may go back to the point,
Yeah, I get the point.
you have to be respectful in the process. And if you don't want to hear anything here, you don't want to be respectful and understand where people are coming from in this channel here, you don't have to be. But I appreciate all of you that are here, even with those who have different views than us. And some of you are doing it correctly. Some of you are doing it correctly, and I appreciate you for that. So yeah.
And we're not, like he said, we're not opposed to a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to talk.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
All right. Music.
Wasting time trying to cancel me. They love me because they know that I'm it. Say what you want, I guess it is what it is. Haters can talk, but they can't cancel the kid. Go ahead and go off, try and say this is it. But I swear to God, you can't cancel the kid. Everybody knows my name, from local folks to global fame. I'm vocal about the social justice movements. I expose the fake.
True.
I
or
exposed the
false?
fake.
True. Facts or fiction?
That was
Facts.
a bad pause. I know that.
That was a good pause.
Name from local folks to global fame. I'm vocal about the social justice movements. I expose the fakes, turn rappers into ghosts and graves. Make no mistake, they bones will break. I'll throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close the cage. Acres full of sheep, you know that I'm the only goat. I'm great, they spoke my name.
Woo! I know what GOAT means now. Greatest of all time.
Yep.
Yes, I do know
I learned that last
for.
year. I learned that one last year. I was on that.
Listen. Talk about fire, y'all.
Guys, these guys.
This is just lyrics. This is just lyrics to listen to.
about
Can you
lyrical-
go back a little bit? I don't know about, what do they call it? Lyricists.
I don't know, lyrical poetic, right? I call them counting culture.
Best
revolutionary
independent hog fam.
artists. That's right.
Hog fam pastor.
Facts. Thank you for having
There's a
us,
difference
guys.
between different perspective and pure hatefulness. Exactly. Thank you, Gia.
That's kind of what I was saying.
There's hate speech, and there's opposition to another person, and then there's opposition to another person's viewpoint,
Yeah.
which is a difference of opinion.
It is one
And
thing.
how you express that is where the issues lie. When you're death threats, like, why would you want to kill him because he thinks differently? Like, there's a lot of people to kill out there then. Right? Like, if you just think different from somebody. Why would someone send him a death threat? And that's what I think is so terrible about humanity right now. The gore and the way that life is so valueless.
Yeah.
Talking about death so easily. And this is what these labels are signing on these drill rappers to do. Are you kidding me? And you have the nerve to waste your breath on a Tom MacDonald who might say something a little sarcastic at best.
Yeah.
A curse word that he bleeps.
Guys.
A couple fingers. Like, come on now. And this is what you're going to focus on?
Serious.
Let's be real. Come on, people.
Finish
We really
it.
need to get our heads out of the sand. Like, there's a lot of ostriches out here. Ostrich. What are they? Which is that the animal that puts its head in the sand?
Well, which is really not true, but that's just what the comic shows
Oh yeah,
tell
that's
us.
true. Yeah. It's not true. I did hear that, like on a
Yeah.
Snapple bottle.
So anyway, we're gonna finish the bars. We hear you, Margaret.
Wolf
so-
cage line. I know. I want to hear it again. Hear it again.
All right. Sorry.
You can't cancel the kid. Everybody knows my name, from local folks to global fame. I'm vocal about the social justice movements. I expose the fakes, turn rappers into ghosts and graves. Make no mistake, they bones will break. I'll throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close the cage. Acres full of sheep, you know that I'm the only goat. I'm great, they spoke my name to mostly hate. I don't complain, I'm woke, I wait. A total focus soldier, wrote the art of war. Know every page, I'm numb to all the dumbness. Smoke tobacco laced with Novocaine. I won't behave, I stoke the flames. I'll choke their throats with golden chains. Use vocal cords as skipping ropes and jump till I am soaked in brains. From open plains to coastal waves to solar rays in open space. Can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine. Whoa.
You can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine.
He's killing me.
He's killing me with his words here. Like, there's nothing to say except for really, he is that confident. I appreciate your confidence. I appreciate your confidence, Tom.
When you know what you're working with, man.
When he knows what
It's
he
not-
is delivering.
somebody
He
may
knows
call
his
it-
message.
Somebody may call it pride.
Somebody.
Somebody may refer to that as pride and ego. I don't see it as that. Like my wife says, confidence. You know, when you know your craft and you understand the value of the substance that is in you, it's okay to acknowledge that.
Acres full of sheep, and I'm the only goat. Wow, Daniel. See, I see your comment. He said, and I'm the only
there's a
goat.
difference between hate
Firebombs,
speech.
firebombs,
That's
firebombs.
right.
Come on, light it up with the firebombs, y'all.
Yeah.
Seriously, did y'all notice he closed himself in the whoosh enclosure? He ain't scared of the wolves. He's the alpha male. I just added male. Wait, you gotta rewind just a little bit this time.
Yeah.
I know, we're only 2 minutes in.
Full of rays in open space. Can't find nobody
Low
doper
fella.
unless you poke. I'll choke their throats with golden chains. Use vocal cords as skipping ropes and jump till I am soaked in brains. From open plains to coastal waves to solar rays in open space. Can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine. Whoa.
Huh?
Just back a little further. Like maybe one more. Sorry, guys. Don't you guys just love hearing it? I know you love hearing it. Tell me you love hearing it. Say, yes, I love hearing it in the chat, please.
It is fire.
Because it just like, it does something to my whole soul and spirit. I want to jump, but I'm not going to jump.
I'll throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close the cage. Acres full of sheep. You know
I see.
That's the one that we're talking about.
Oh, throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close. So he's still in the cage with them. He's still
Hold
in
on.
the enclosure. Do you get it?
Let me digest that.
Wait, hold on. Back it up. Look, you guys see it. Look at what he does.
I'm a little bit slow for that one.
I think this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think this is what I'm saying. Almost couldn't do it. Love you, Andrea. I love you too, Margaret. I know I'm acting up here. So here we go. Go back, because what she said here, what someone commented and said, did you see how he put himself in the cage or in the enclosure with the wolves? So go back.
Fakes turn rappers into ghosts and graves. Make no mistake, they bones will break. I'll throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close the cage. Acres full of sheep. You know
He's
that.
in there with them. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Is that what that means? He's just not afraid. He doesn't care about what space or place he's in. He will be him no matter where he's at. And that's huge.
That's deep.
That if you are going to not be, they say when in Rome, be like the Rome, like basically like, what's that? Like a chameleon, like fit in with every crowd. No, I am me wherever I'm at. And I'm not afraid of being in your crowd and yet staying me.
Okay. I got it now.
I think that's what that means.
I think now you explained it to me. That makes a lot of sense.
I think that's what she was saying, right?
Yeah,
Tom is a lion.
Right?
Come on. Throw lions in the chat. Come on, lion. He's a beast.
Gia, I'm dying over here too.
Oh my gosh.
This is amazing. Let's go.
I'll throw them in the wolf enclosure, slowly turn and close the cage. Acres full of sheep, you know that I'm the only goat. I'm great, they spoke my name to mostly hate. I don't complain, I'm woke, I wait. A total focus soldier, wrote the art of war. Know every page, I'm numb to all the dumbness. Smoke tobacco laced with Novocaine. I won't behave, I stoke the flames. I'll choke their throats with golden chains. Use vocal cords as skipping ropes and jump till I am soaked in brains. From open plains to coastal waves to solar rays in open space. Can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine. Whoa, y'all can't cancel me. Just get mad that I'm the man until you smash the screen. Like, whoa, I can handle heat. I walk through hell in open sandals drinking gasoline.
Can we just stop? Wait, you said I walked through hell with open sandals. Was he about to say drinking gasoline? Listen, I just have to talk about his music right now. That beat just gets into you.
It's powerful.
It just gets into you.
It's
like,
powerful.
I never really don't recall thinking, like, his music, it just Between
it's
his
just-
visual, between the
it's
lyrics
not just
and the
lyrics.
whoa.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Even like the beat in itself.
The beat, the music, the way that
perfectly
he changes his
matches
tones.
the video.
Come
and
on
the
now.
content of the song is powerful.
Visual lyricist. You go, Rex.
That's right.
That's
Counterculture,
it.
revolutionary artist.
Oh, okay.
Well, we should read some comments.
No, he's throwing them to the wolves and he can keep himself out the cage. Well, however it is, either way it goes. Tom ain't afraid to stand near the wolves, break the wolves, whatever.
Sorry,
I thought someone said,
Tanya, you're working. Be careful here.
yeah. Yeah, because we can't pay your bills. I'm a wolf. I can't hide my teeth. Just saying. Okay, Madame Red. Okay, so, okay. Oh my God, please watch Gang Gang. Okay, sorry.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh my goodness, guys. This is amazing.
Joey from the
Just
Bronx.
get mad that
Joey from the Bronx. Thank you.
Joseph.
Sending love from Joey Crom, the Bronx.
The Bronx.
Thank you so much for your super duper chat.
We appreciate
Gasoline. Okay, we're gonna go back because he's about to say something crazy about gasoline.
that
Standing
gasoline
in hell with
statement.
drinking gasoline. Like,
I'm the man until you.
I gotta hear
Come
that.
on,
I gotta
guys.
back it up. This is amazing.
wait, Tanya, hold on.
What is
Tanya, you
Tanya
and I
saying?
both. Gia is supposed to be doing laundry and cleaning her house and haven't done a darn thing since it started.
Gee.
Gia, you better do that laundry, girl.
Yeah,
Kids
all
ain't
right,
gonna have
girl.
no clothes.
Hey. After you watch Look and Live, all right? All right, sorry.
Sorry. Okay. Here we go.
Waves to solar rays in open space. Can't find nobody doper unless you poke your veins and snort cocaine. Whoa, y'all can't cancel me. Just get mad that I'm the man until you smash the screen. Like, whoa, I can handle heat. I walk through hell in open sandals drinking gasoline. Yeah, I could have been a star, could have had a mansion and a car and a Grammy album on the charts. I'm a savage, Randy with the bars. I don't rap about Xanax, goddamn it, can't cancel facts. We need answers, championing trash to the masses. That
That's my time to pause, and this may not be the right time to pause, but I gotta say something about this. Tom McDonald, in his decision to go independent, right? He is not getting the mainstream media acknowledgement, right? He's not getting the Grammys, the awards, and he could have literally accepted those contracts, right? He's been offered so many contracts from different, record labels. He ripped them. He said, I want nothing to do with that.
Yep.
And the reason he did this, again, is to be the man that he wants to be.
Yep.
He values his freedom. He wants to live the dream. He loves the people. And he wants to share and sing in a way that he's not being recommended or fashioned and puppeted to do. And that is something we can learn something from. Don't
Absolutely.
ever sell out.
Yep.
Don't ever sell your dreams for fame, for money, for popularity, for notoriety. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if it costs you not being famous, not being acknowledged, but be the person and live out the life that God has created you to live. Can I preach like I feel it here a little bit? Anyway.
Back it up a little.
I don't rap about Xanax, goddamn it, can't cancel facts. We need answers, championing trash to the masses. Actually massively damages, yeah. Keep trying to cancel me, yeah. I own the master, so yeah. I make the beats, I write the songs, I own the cameras, yeah. I could have been
Come on, Tom. He's letting everybody know you can't cancel him, not just because he's speaking truth, but he doesn't rely on anything that you have in order to stay true to who he is and who he believes he's supposed to be, and what his truth is that he's supposed to share. So beyond the beautiful way that he is relaying this message that is just killing me, like this is going to be like one of my favorite songs. My kids are going to be like, turn it off. Well,
powerful.
I love that, the fact that he said, and he's not playing, you can tell that he's so serious. Like there is nothing that he will not, like my husband said, he's not going to submit to the mainstream, to the record label, for them to control him and to puppet him on how he's supposed to share what message they want to be spread to the community.
Yep.
Because he already knows how detrimental it is, because like someone shared before, he went through that.
Yep.
So him having gone through that, he knows, no, I'm coming with a different twist. And you own nothing of me. I own myself.
That's right.
When it comes to my music that I'm
right.
making.
That's right.
He owns it all.
That's right.
He doesn't need anything from anybody
That's
for
right.
him to be able to put forth this message. Come on, guys.
Guys.
And look. So
I
a
love
couple
it.
people said,
Let me read your comments.
no. A couple people said, I love it. That line where he said, Walk through hell in open sandals, drinking gasoline. Like, whoa. Like, come on now. Seriously, like, that's what he understands. He understands what he's up against.
Yeah.
But it don't even matter because that's how much he believes in what he's delivering to the people.
That's right.
That's how much he believes in changing the narrative and changing the perspective. And
like
someone said about the youth.
Pessimistic on multitasking and it can be done. It can be done.
Go ahead, Tess.
Yeah, I know you're working on your wedding planning here. I'm hoping that our live stream is not distracting you.
I hope Gia's doing some laundry.
I hope Gia's doing her laundry.
Gia.
Great line.
But that's a great line.
Yeah. And that's something.
Rolling Stone said Fake Woke is the worst song in 2021. I think it was a badge of honor. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Rolling Stone says that?
Stone?
I would like to read that one. If you can, send me some things like that to my
You
email.
can probably just Google it.
Yeah, that's something. That's good to know. And again, I would like to understand why. Because if some of these Grammys that are giving to certain artists for the songs that they're writing, I would like to ask them a simple question. What has these songs that are being given Grammys and these artists, what have they really done in positive for our culture?
I was really hoping they would catch the Randy Savage bar. What does that mean? Because I heard the Savage. I heard the word savage. But what does that mean? I can't catch them especially. I know, because every time I hear a song, like I have to listen to it like 4 times to get all the lines.
I bet we
and
miss.
bars.
I bet we miss so much. We need to hear that.
Someone better call the fire truck on this one. Yes, goofball. We need to call the fire truck.
Yeah.
The water hose. I'm getting hot down here.
I'm telling you.
Facts.
It's
okay.
amazing. It's amazing.
They're so intense and have such a great rhythm. Absolutely.
Wow. Rolling Stone has to address them and said the worst. I hope listen. Yeah, I don't understand what Rolling Stone is talking about.
Yeah.
And again, these companies, they don't define what good music is for me. Because I can judge for myself what a good song
and
is.
They're entitled to their opinion.
They're entitled to their opinion, and that doesn't mean I'm going
point.
to listen to what they have to say. Because some of the stuff they support, they will support stuff like, Symphony for the Devil and stuff like that. And these stuff will get great Grammys. And you think that's going to impress me? Think again. And that's powerful.
All right, come on, let's back it up a little.
Yeah.
I think we're moving through this one pretty fast, though, because it's not a lot to talk about. It's just a lot of, like, whoa.
Down to lips, make the beats. I write the songs, I own the cameras, yeah. I could have been famous, done my music down till it's basic. Get it on the hottest Spotify playlist. Modify my catalog and go mainstream, yeah.
He's not doing that. He doesn't want to be on Spotify. He doesn't want to be on mainstream.
No.
That's not what his message is because he's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's still a affordable record. Mm-hmm. It's still it's a message to give people an understanding, hope of being able to have gone through some stuff.
That's right.
Even having a good upbringing, make bad decisions and go through stuff and come out of it with enlightenment.
That's right.
Understanding your purpose and your value, and not to just fall into what the world says is, look, if you do this, we'll give you this. If you do this, we'll give you this. That's what the music industry tried to offer him, and he said no.
Yeah. What I love, though, that Tom does is the fact that he knows his dream and he's willing to invest to carry it out.
Amy 13. Rolling Stone is owned by major record labels. Of course. Rolling Stone is controlled by the music industry.
Listen to the name, guys.
Tom is on Spotify. You go, Tom. So he made it independently on Spotify.
So
he didn't need someone to boost him to get him there.
Quickly, Rolling Stones is throwing stones, okay? Simply as that. Here's the thing. Tom MacDonald invests in his own dreams by owning the camera, doing the things that he needs to do. He put in the work. And I want to pause here to do a little preaching here. In order for you to live your dream, sometimes you have to invest in the dream in itself. For me, like, this is like our YouTube page, for example, right? This little YouTube page didn't just happen. This little YouTube channel, no. There's been years of saving little things here and there, $20 over here for the camera, like this and that. These were happening over time. We had to work on this thing, get the right computer, get the right camera, find the right setup, get lighting and everything. So what you see here has been years of investment, even though it may not be the greatest thing you see, but guess what? It took some work, it took some time. Everything costs money here. So the point of the matter is, in order for you to live out your dreams, to be the person that God has created you to be, to walk in your purpose, you need to invest in yourself. Invest, get better education. Invest, get yourself a different home. Get the environment that you need where you can invest. Invest in people that will help you investing in yourself in the process.
All right, let's back it up. Keep going.
I'll stop preaching here. All right, where we are. Okay.
Get it on the hottest Spotify.
I want
Trying to cancel me? Yeah. I own the master, so yeah. I make the beats, I write the songs, I own the cameras, yeah. I could have been famous, done my music down till it's basic. Get it on the hottest Spotify playlist, modify my catalog and go mainstream, yeah. I don't care if you mad at me, okay? Go ahead and change the channel. Don't waste your time trying to cancel me, okay? They love me cause they know that I'm it. Say what you want, I guess it is what it is. Haters can talk, but they can't cancel the kid. Go ahead and go off, try and say this is it. But I swear to God, you can't cancel the kid. I feel like all these rappers lately on a mission. They starting drama, they don't really want no problems, so they talk in whispers. Don't even start, no competition, y'all are finished. They say they feeling froggy, but I bet none of these frogs gon' rib it. They think I'm soft, but I promise y'all that I'm solid like a rock inside a Teflon box and dipped in carbon fiber liquid.
This is one of those lyrical bars again that you can
firebombs.
You can help but to pause the video. Oh man, that is amazing. I need to hear that again.
On Spotify, he has over 1.5 million listeners, and look, he did it all by himself. He didn't need a record label to get him on.
But here's the thing that
he did it independently.
Here's the thing that a lot of record label and people who hate
Stink face, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing
Is there another one?
Here's the thing that a lot of record label and people who hate Tom MacDonald don't realize, right? They don't realize that people love truth. Right? You hear me? People may not always, they may be following all these crazy artists that are out there doing all kind of crazy stuff, but people love truth. That's why people who like Tom MacDonald, Caitlyn Jennings, and Samson, and all these artists, Dax, they always gonna get a strong followers. The reason for it is because they're talking about something.
But I bet they won't rib it. I just saw the frog in the chat room and I had to respond to the frog.
They're always gonna find reasons to follow artists like this because people hunger. There's such a desire for something solid, substance, something that really is relatable. You know what I'm saying? People are looking for something to hold on to. And Tom MacDonald is doing that. So he's feeding the masses.
So Grisdale said, this is the line with the metaphor coming up. I saw earlier you had mentioned a comment that there's something that we probably won't like. So we'll listen out for that. The frog line, Joe, I saw, I bet you won't rib it. So, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where, you know me, I don't like to, well, you don't know me, but I don't ever want to be mean to people. I think bullying, because I went to school and I saw people get bullied and that just broke my heart. So bullying, and I don't think he's bullying or anything like that. So,
all right.
But I don't know what he's going to say. So we'll see. Let's see what's coming up.
They say they feeling froggy, but I bet none of these frogs gon' rib it. They think I'm soft, but I promise y'all that I'm solid like a rock inside a Teflon box and dipped in carbon fiber liquid. I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians. If Jesus died for all my sins, he'd need 1,000,000 crosses top.
Sorry, I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians.
Actually,
that
he
says
does.
A lot.
He does.
That says a lot.
I mean, there are a number of people, right? Macis and what's his name? Jennings Struggles, and these are all Christians actually connected to Tom. Jelly Roll. These are all people you guys told me that are Tom's friend, and they themselves are Christians. So I can definitely understand. They're having an influence on Tom. You know what I'm saying? So, and again, people like you who are Christian are praying for Tom. So
I think the thing is, what Tom connects with is morality. And when you understand what Christianity is, it's not a set of rules and regulations.
It's not about that.
It's a basic foundational principle of morals, morality, walking in love. When you walk with love to your brother and your neighbor, so what is mainstream media trying to do? What is the music industry trying to do? What is the left and the right, the political sides? What are they trying to do? Divide, spread hatred. Tom's all about love, right? It's that simple.
Yeah.
So if we're talking and we're speaking in the reference frame of Christianity, a true Christian, so that we have a lot of people who claim Christianity, but they're not Christians. But true Christianity is based on the principles. The commandment of God is easy because you understand that the 10 commandments literally are for your life. Right. You don't kill, you don't steal, you don't hate, you don't covet. He's not coveting the cars, the clothes, of this. He doesn't hate his brother or his sister. He understands that they're trying to divide. He doesn't steal people's joy by promoting hatred, promoting anger, promoting violence. He puts morals first, that's putting God first. If you're putting morals first, I don't know Tom per se, but just listening to the music here, if you're going to put God first and you're going to put morals first, you're going to have a problem, just like Christ did. Christ got killed by religious people. They put him on a cross. Religious people put Christ on a cross. So now backing up to the 10 Commandments, don't steal, don't kill, don't murder. What is this? This is a moral law. You don't commit adultery. You know that if you're with someone in a monogamous relationship, what will adultery do? It will break up your home. So he's all about, so when we understand walking on the foundation of love, that's what the 10 Commandments sit on. And when you do that, then you experience peace because you're not trying to cover up lies. You're not trying to steal. You're content because you're not coveting your neighbor or your wife or his clothes or his cars or his money or his things, his temporal things. Here we go.
Yeah.
So here I'm going to stop preaching, but just understand when he says, I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians, for me, that speaks life because this is exactly what I've been seeing and experiencing through his music. He's funny. He has fire. He has flames. He has some sarcasm, but who doesn't?
Yeah.
Right? So peel back all of us off because we're thinking humans in a fallen world. We have some stereotypes. We have some negative things that we say. We have a lack of understanding in a lot of areas of our life.
That's right.
So
okay.
Sorry.
Love your neighbors. It's always love. It's based at the heart of it all. That's what it's all about.
There's love and then there's obedience.
That's right.
And being obedient to the word. So what's he doing? He's cleaning up his life, right? He's cleaning up.
Rules R says, Pastor James, you were shouted out on Tom's stream this morning. Wow.
Praise the Lord.
What an honor.
Come on. So anyways, what we're saying here is the fact that Tom is a man who is living the moral principle of God, of Christianity, not in a religious world. Religion can be very, very confusing and can be very oppressing. So understanding that first your relationship with God puts you in a place where you're walking in love and you obtain peace with God because you understand he's first and then you understand how he loves on you. So then you love yourself. Then you're capable of loving others.
That's right.
That's where I see Tom through his music. So that's what I want to share.
Yeah.
And that's why I love
again,
what
he has a lot
there.
of very good values in him, even though he's not professing to be of any faith, like I've said in my videos before. But again, he's living in the things that he knows, the things he's been taught, the things he believes he's convicted to do. So, and again, we have to go, certainly we have to go deeper, you know what I'm saying? So he's not like, Tom is an amazing example that we can learn from. But also, most of all, I want to make it abundantly clear, Christ is the number one example to follow if you really want to live right. Okay.
And so what I see in Tom is that he is walking in his footsteps. So what we do is Christ is our end zone. And as we walk, we begin to look more like him. And when Christ comes to take us home or to raise us, then we become like him.
Yeah.
We hit the end zone then. And so that's where we're all running to with our football. Our football is our truth, is our love,
That's right.
is our integrity, is our morality, is our putting God first, is our understanding what Christ stands for. So that's what we have to understand. So the commandments are not gruesome. No, they're peace. They're liberty. It's perfect liberty that you get. So when you walk, it's not a religious thing. It's a relationship thing. It's a love thing. It's a Christian Christ-likeness.
Kajan. All right, pure religion, undefiled. Yep, before God and the Father is to visit the fatherless widows in their affliction and keep himself unspotted for the world. There we go. Now you're giving the biblical definition of religion. I think the word religion itself can be weaponized in a negative way, but there is the worldly definition that is actually, that's the one we talking about here, the confusing one, the one that separates people. But the biblical version of religion is actually
love.
A beautiful thing. You're caring for people.
Yeah.
You want to see people different. You want to see people overcome their issues. You're sympathizing with others. That is good
True religion is living out the commandments of God.
Yeah.
Period. That's it. When you live that out, that religion of Christianity becomes real. It becomes a life.
That's right.
It's a life. What's that? Like, it's a way of living. It's a way of life. It's a principle that you stand on.
It has power.
Not based on what people are doing or not doing, but it just becomes the principle which you stand by. You don't love because someone loves you. That's easy to do. No, you love because a person is a person, period. All right. And that's not easy to do.
They want us to react to gang. So we're gonna bring this to a close, okay, guys? So we can get to gang. It's 2 hours and 26 minutes. So
5 seconds back.
Is
that where we're at? 2 hours and 26 minutes?
Solid froggy, but whispers. Don't even start, no competition, y'all are finished. They say they feeling froggy, but I bet none of these frogs gon' ribbit. They think I'm soft, but I promise y'all that I'm solid like a rock inside a Teflon box and dipped in carbon fiber liquid. I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians. If Jesus died for all my sins, he'd need 1,000,000 crosses tall as buildings. Y'all can't cancel me.
I think
I'm
that's
a
what
god
she's
and you're
talking
the
about.
devil. Stop attacking me. Like, whoa. Nails in my hands and feet. Y'all some snakes. I don't need fruit from that apple tree.
You know, a lot of people can jump on that and say, he said he's God. No, that's,
And
again,
Jesus
remember,
needs 10 crosses and all
remember,
that.
this is still lyrics. We're talking about hip hop here. And you have to understand, this is the world of hip hop. You know, I think people can pick this up and start demonizing Tom MacDonald as a whole. And I know people who are really good at doing that.
I think we all have different levels of
But you have to actually use your way of thinking to rightfully decipher what the man is trying to say here. I don't see this as him saying, I'm God and you the devil. No, that's
well,
not the
I see
point.
him saying
It's a
that.
figure of speech, yeah.
I disagree. I see him saying that, but again, I don't know where Tom's been at. I don't know the road he's walked. I don't know what he's really trying to convey in that line. So again, the greatest way to know what a person's thinking is by asking questions.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm not religious, but I walk with Christians. Then he says this line, so is he a hypocrite?
Yeah.
No, because what is a Christian? A Christian is a follower of Christ,
Yeah.
period. So when I listen to a line like this, I don't know where Tom's at in his spiritual walk, 100%. I don't know what his thoughts of. I don't know what his relationship with Christ is or was or what he's experienced from a religious world.
Yeah.
So there's more questions that would need to be asked. I don't like that line. I don't like them, but I don't know what he means by them.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Quickly, somebody said I should be the pastor of Tom's wedding. That would be great. I will take the flight and make it happen.
Yay! I'll go too. I'll be the flower girl.
That would be great. I will definitely do that wedding for Tom.
Maybe not the
Certainly.
flower girl.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, just to be able to,
I just wanna be in it.
just to be able to see Tom
be the
face to
usher.
face would be just an honor for me. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, the crosses is just him admitting he is not perfect, I think.
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Like,
Good point.
yeah,
Okay.
so that's
Thank
what I'm
you,
saying.
Roque.
Like, there's more questions. So he said, oh, we need crosses upon crosses upon crosses. So what is that one scripture that it makes me think of? It says, where Paul says, Christ died for me, or I'm the chief sinner. Like, so it's like he's saying, like, I have made that, like I've sinned so great, crossing you. You just don't know.
Yeah.
There's so many. And like someone said, it's metaphors. I don't know.
Yeah. Jesus wasn't the only person crucified for their beliefs. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you, man. Tom is a master of metaphors. Thank you, John. It's
Fruit
powerful.
equals the music industry contract. Yeah, there's so many different things. My interpretation of that line is what I'm doing with my music. Am I representing the devil? Or he feels like his music does more good than evil. Just my thought. Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
I don't
There's
think
several ways.
he's literally trying to connect himself in the spiritual realm. I think he's talking about how the spiritual realm and the representation of morality and growth and death, and like I said, it's more questions that would need to be asked.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is what people want to crucify somebody, for lack of a better word, about. It's like I know I've said things and I have been like butchered up and down. I'm like, wait, that's not even what I meant. Like
And
that,
again,
you totally
but
misinterpreted what I was
remember,
meaning by that.
always keep in mind when we do these videos, reaction videos, our job is not to decipher what is wrong with the music. Our job is to get to the heart of the message. When we're looking at cancel, what is the heart of the message? You know, there may be things we don't agree with, and we can talk about and discuss that, and that's okay. But the heart of what the man is talking about here is what we need to be concerned with, and that's why I want you to know that's what we do. When we do in these reaction videos.
What's his motive?
Is the motive.
God
what
looks
we
on
can
the heart.
learn. What we
is
can
the
learn.
motive?
Yeah,
what
the
are we
motive.
gleaning from this?
That's right. Why we
We're not gleaning that all of a sudden he wants to be God. Like and this is what people do. And this is what the world has a very, very good way of doing with tabloids and all this. Taking one person's comment or statement, like Joe Rogan, how they did the compilation video, right, of all his N-word use, like, and then creating a judgment of character.
Yeah.
That's not okay. So
Looking for a quotation here very
Got it.
quickly.
and that's is what, and so, and if Christ looked at us and all of our wrongdoings and judged us off of that on a day-to-day basis, I don't think any of us would be here.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't.
Now, quickly,
Just from
here's a
thoughts.
quick quotation, guys. A little bit different. I love what Winston Churchill said. He says, a pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulties. In the same way is a person who is a naysayer. They can look at a Tom MacDonald's video and see all the wrongs that is in that. But at the same time, an optimistic person who approaches that with the right perspective can look at that and says, there may be a few things here that I don't agree with, but I do see the beauty. You know what I'm saying?
The bigger picture.
It's all
What
about
is the motive
it's all
behind
about
it?
your approach and your
We-
attitude toward anything in
Amen.
life. Yeah.
We are not perfect. We live in a fallen world. So we're not going to do things perfectly. But again, we'd have to ask Tom more questions.
Yeah.
Period.
All right, let's go back.
Okay. But thank you for giving us the heads up about what was coming. Thank you for being sensitive to our beliefs.
Yeah, and
because we appreciate
we
that.
truly understand that.
Because I don't ever want to blaspheme God. Period. I don't ever want to make him mimic him or mock God or Christ because I know what he's done for my life.
That's right.
So I appreciate Grisdale. I appreciate you. Churchill was amazing. Yes. I appreciate you for just giving us the heads up about things that might create a little bit of offense. But, there's a verse that says that when you have love, nothing can offend you. And when you understand what that means, like when you have the love of God, it's in Psalm 119.
Psalm 119, verse 1 of 165.
And what's it say? How's it say it? How's it read?
My goodness. Great peace
Have
is
they,
peace. It's
great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend thee.
Yeah.
Offend them. Nothing will offend you. So it's understanding when you can see the law of God and the love of God being transmitted through Tom MacDonald, nothing can offend you. So I think I might be misinterpreting that in this way, but it kind of just made me think of that. So it made me think of that verse, but that doesn't really apply necessarily.
Yeah.
But when you have the love of God in your heart, you don't get offended easily.
No.
That's what it's basically saying. When you
simple
have
as
the
that.
love of God in your heart, you don't get offended easily. And I'm not offended by what he said.
Yeah.
That's what the love of God does. Because people who are offended typically have a lot of anger issues, typically have a lot of unforgiveness, have a lot of hatred built up. So when you're offended by every little thing and you think someone's personally attacking you, it's because of some lack of contentment within yourself.
That's right. It's a self-reflection behavior.
Yeah, it's a reflection of yourself. So if I'm going to get offended, like, oh, I can't listen to Tom MacDonald anymore because he said what he said in this line.
Yeah.
Seriously?
And I've also learned something too that's also very helpful. If you're eating a watermelon, sometimes you have to spit out the seeds. There are some seeds that we do have to spit out every now and then. But again, that doesn't mean watermelon is bad. Okay, so let's go back to that.
Tom
God,
quotes,
and you're the devil.
Tom quotes, what does that mean, Miss Margaret? Tom quotes God. Hold on one second. Go up a little. Tom quote. It's up.
It's
up
up.
a little higher. Sorry. Tom quotes James 5. And if I change.
That's a song. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
that
yeah,
could be
Tom
some-
quotes James 5. I thought you meant James, my husband. I'm like, oh, you got quoted by Tom.
Hope not.
That would be.
I don't deserve that level of attention.
Well, not in that way. He's
Yeah.
not saying you're a god. He's
No,
just,
I know
I was
that.
just thinking
I
of
don't even
Okay.
think he was saying God, but I'm just saying that attention myself. Yeah.
Here we go.
I want to acknowledge you here, Tanya. Thank you once again. Thank you for the super chat. We are glad you're here. Spirit knows spirit. When words fail, spirit spread truth in action. And sometime, if necessary, we may speak. You guys are amazing. Your actions and openness make me smile.
Thank you, Miss Tanya. We appreciate it. We appreciate the love.
We appreciate the love.
Tom's
also.
song, If I Can Change, I think is very underrated. The message is deep. Thank you, Keith. We'll have to check it out. Oh, I need like a day of just listening to his songs.
Yeah, we definitely gotta
when I
have
take a long
another
drive.
Yeah. And if you notice what we've been doing, guys, every time we do a live stream, Tom is always in there. Listen, man, it's because he's that good. Okay, simple as that.
Well, I think it's just something when we're looking at what we want to put forth into the world, especially when it comes to music. This is what our kids love.
That's right.
They're growing up listening to music. They're wanting to make videos. They're wanting to be a part of something great.
That's right.
This is why I'm signed on. It's not really I don't know what else I would really talk about. I always want to talk about truth. I always want to talk about growth, and youth has been my passion from when I was younger.
Yeah.
So especially from what I went through when I was 15. Yeah. So I always wanted young girls and especially young women. That was always my focus, to make choices that would bring life into their soul. So, all right, we're almost done with the song. We're at 4 minutes.
Tallest buildings. Y'all can't cancel me. I'm a god and you're the devil. Stop attacking me. Like, whoa. Nails in my hands and feet. Y'all some snakes. I don't need fruit from that apple tree. I ain't doing features.
So I understand the apple tree is the music industry. He doesn't need food from the apple tree. Y'all some snakes. So he's understanding what he stands for is righteousness. And what they're trying to deliver and feed him is the poisonous fruit from the tree. Come on now. It ain't hard to understand. And I'm not saying for the person who gave us the heads up, but it's just so important.
That's right.
Because I know why you felt that way. Because so many people take one thing and misconstrue it.
That's
okay,
right.
Go ahead, back it up. Let's keep going.
Y'all some snakes. I don't need fruit from that apple tree. I ain't doing features or buying beats. I'm a wolf, I don't lie with sheep. I am what I am, and I can't hide my teeth. Way too many rumors, I'm like, who said it?
Exactly.
Never met him. If he diss me, probably about to drop a new record.
Exactly.
Do what I want, don't matter if I get approval or not. Y'all ain't gonna cyberbully me or try to push on me until I'm becoming some dude who I'm not. Head full of ludicrous
Wait, back it up.
producing
I
the
didn't hear
songs.
that.
My music
Gotta back that up. This is too much.
To drop a new record.
I do what I want, don't matter if I get approval or not. Y'all ain't gonna cyberbully me or try to push on me until I'm becoming some dude who I'm not.
Oh, cyberbullies.
Until I become some dude
Dude that I'm not. No, he's not playing that game. Okay, keep going.
Cyberbullying, you know, like those crazy
they know.
comments and stuff. Yeah.
Or not. Y'all ain't gonna cyberbully me or try to push on me until I'm becoming some dude who I'm not. Head full of ludicrous thoughts, producing the songs. My music is truth and you brutally shocked. I'm shooting my shot. I'm Biggie, I'm Shady, I'm New School Pac. Go ahead and call me a piece of garbage, make a starving artist your primary target. I'm the largest monster in the farthest darkness. I'm a closet sharpened, I'm an army sergeant. If people wanna hate that.
He said, make a starving artist your primary target.
Whew.
What? He ain't starving no more.
I'm still chewing.
Sold out today.
I'm still chewing on the first
Sold
bar.
out today, Tom. Yo, that's a joke, by the way.
But I think it's starving for truth to be put out there. I think that's more
Old ears. Yes, I got old ears. I can't hear nothing. I tried to take the hair out of my ears. Okay, so yes, that's exactly. Well, let's back it up just one more, just a little bit.
See, that is a joke.
We're gonna listen to.
You see, that is a joke.
It's your primary target. I'm the largest monster in the farthest darkness. I'm a closet sharpened. I'm an army sergeant. If people wanna hate, then I'm grateful. It's only gonna make what I say less painful. Look at my face, embrace, I'm unstable. I ain't gonna break or shake or feel shameful.
Nope, he's not gonna break or shake or feel shameful. He took the pause, so I just had to capitalize on it.
You pause first, Tom.
He paused first. He's not gonna feel shameful for what he believes in because he's speaking truth.
You should never have to, though.
Yes, these 40-year-old ears. I hear you, Tom.
He's
He's a wolf.
lying.
He's not gonna lie. Yeah. So and while he's doing the sheep thing, he's got the wolf mentality.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know what the what's the wolf mentality?
Well, the wolf mentality is like, you know, I don't know, a person who a go-getter in that sense, I would say, but a person who could be way up there, but he decided to be among the few, you know. But I would see for lying, if the word lying was used here, be like lying.
Gia says, sorry, 4 minutes our world, Andrea is really 30. Girl, you knew. Yes, you did. I'm right behind over.
You're okay. Share your channel with me. I'm part of the community. Yeah, okay, it's cool. Maybe it's
awesome. SDA?
Yay.
He's talking about the labels going after the young artist and haven't gained a following yet. Oh, okay. Yeah. Starving artist going after. Okay, he's not starving, but going exactly. So I see. So they're using them as they're baiting them. Mm-hmm. Then they're getting life insurance on them, and then they're having them kill each other, and then they're getting paid off of them. That's so right. They're starving artists. So I get it. Thank you for the clarification, Jafafa.
Jafafa, you said.
Old ears equals Mac Lethal. What does that mean?
Well, Mac Lethal is someone that had beef with Tom when Tom was...
Oh, Old Ears is a song.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing...
This is a YouTube reaction behavior right now. It's not me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Olito is another white rapper. He's pretty big on YouTube also, but there was a beef between him and Tom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The reaction to a rapper dissing him will be interesting. Mac Lethal, trilogy.
Yeah,
trilogy.
Yeah, I heard that. That was, yeah, that's something we have to talk about separately because it's a lot in there. It's a lot. Yeah, all right.
Wait, did we finish the other song?
No, we did not.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just checking something out.
Yeah,
okay, guys, let's go.
Okay, we gotta finish this in 3
Sharp,
minutes.
I'm an army sergeant. If people wanna hate, then I'm grateful. It's only gonna make what I say less painful. Look at my face, embrace, I'm unstable. I ain't gonna break or shake or feel shameful. I don't care if you mad at me, okay? Go ahead and change the channel. Don't waste your time trying to cancel me, okay? They love me cause they know that I'm it. Say what you want, I guess it is what it is. Haters can talk, but they can't cancel the kid. Go ahead and go on, try and say this is it. But I swear to God, you can't cancel the kid.
So I know the wolf, Gia. Come on, Gia. Gia's coming for me today. Come on, Gia. Tell me the wolf mentality. I'm a little slow.
I'm even
slower. Oh, it
is.
Old Ears isn't a song. It's a theme from Mac. The longer I'm on this...
Gia reminds me of some people that we know.
Gia, I want to hang out with you, Gia.
Gia.
I want to hang out with all y'all, but I mean, Gia...
Gia is something else.
The wolf mentality. I know it's just like, you just eat them all up. I just wanted to... I don't know why I asked that question. Sometimes I ask questions.
The wolf mentality. Yeah, guys, this was amazing. Can I get some fire in the chat once again?
Yes.
Powerful. Tom MacDonald has done what he does best. Just hating the marks, man. Hating the points and made the, it was known. It makes a lot of sense to me.
Okay, wolves are complex, highly intelligent animals who are caring, playful, and above devoted. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not what I want. The wolf mentality is the practice of being brave, strong, taking ownership of your career, and going on the attack for what you want and what you deserve. That's the wolf mentality.
That's the wolf mentality.
Thank you, Gia. And so, listen, no, so yes, I appreciate you, Gia. I appreciate you because I just wanted to know, because sometimes like when I think of the sheep and the wolf, like I get that, but I just can sometimes like always look stuff up because I just need to know the actual theoretical, what it means in a sense.
By the way, regarding the Discord app, can you send me an email, a link to that group chat or some sort? I have the app, by the way, guys. I do. So send me an email.
See, listen, this is perfect. Sorry. Julian K. Haha. Tom said live that he still feels kind of sorry for ending Mac Lethal's career. Wait, she's laughing afterwards.
In a way.
In a way.
In a way
he probably does. Yeah. Like it's probably not his thing. He hated doing that diss. He just said it again Wednesday. He said he will not do that again. It made him feel really bad. Exactly. There
goes the heart of a man.
That's the heart of a man. Like where it's not like, haha, I got him. No, it's more like, you know what? He understands how
you went too far in that, right?
Like it just it's just when you do something that's out of line with your integrity and your character, you end up feeling bad about it. Absolutely. Period. Absolutely. It doesn't feel good. And that like we don't live off of feelings, but our feelings are like an emotion, a sensor that helps keep us in boundaries. Like you're not going to do certain things because you know how it not only will make you feel, but the other person as well. So you start to think about, you know what? I thought it was funny or I thought it was great, but how did that person feel? And so this is why we're prudent and we're cautious and we try to think before we speak. I don't have a good filter, but I'm trying to learn it.
Yeah. You have to create a Discord server. Okay. Gang relationship goals. All right, James, I can help you make a Discord server. Please, Roque, we can talk after that. Just give me a call. All right, guys. One more. Guys, are you ready for this?
You ready? Last but not least.
This has to be the longest live stream we've ever done in our entire life.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
It's so good that we can't get enough, obviously. As you guys see, I can't get enough of views, and we can get enough from Tom because it's just that good. So again, let's take a listen to this one here, okay, guys? Let me do something here. Move this out of the way. All right, are you ready? I'm ready.
Got your back, I'm bulletproof. On our way, we dropped the roof. Like we got it all to lose. I'm the one you told.
I want to clear that up here, quick. Let me restart that. It's so blurry. This computer got a lot going on.
Got your back, I'm bulletproof. On our way, we dropped the roof. Like we got it all to lose. I'm the one you told the truth to. You don't need me to hold you. So just hold you down. I got a knife in my pocket. If they come up, try to rob us. Cause lately we out here flossing. You got me Gucci, they want it. I bet her exes are hating, man, let them make. I'm on the everybody, I'm feeling great. You're my best friend. You're my gang gang. We live on the west end. They coming from South Central. That's my best friend. That's my gang, gang, gang. I'm like, babe, I hate them.
Quickly, guys, I'm getting a sense of that's a serious love connection going
I
on
know,
between
that's
those two.
so sweet. And then what did you guys say? Aren't they supposed to get married now because he sold out today? Come on, Tom. We want to see it.
Come on, Tom.
Saying,
Make it happen.
are they engaged or are they just boyfriend and girlfriend? Shed
I don't
some
know.
light on
So
that.
I will say they're engaged if they're thinking about getting married.
Yeah.
So that's my assumption. I may be wrong about that. All right, let's hear some more about
Oh,
that.
this was put out on Valentine's Day last year. How
you
cute is
really?
that?
Oh, that's a nice song.
She likes them. She likes same, same, same.
I don't know what Tom's career would be without this girl. I have no idea. I know she's Nova Rockefeller,
Yeah.
and she's been in the music industry. When you watch the documentary, you're gonna get like the connection of how they came together. It's actually amazing. But yeah, it's like having that person that stands next to you as a man or even as a woman, whatever. That supportive partner is so crucial. You can't do without that. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have the dreams. It's another to have another person who shares in that dream with you, and they're able to give you that push. You know, so I don't. Tom MacDonald wouldn't
She
exist.
was used by the music industry. G2 Grampy said.
Really?
It's terrible. Then tossed aside.
Interesting. Wow.
He calls her wifey.
That's very nice. Okay. Yeah, you know what they say, right? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Right?
We out here like it's all for us. Side by side on the tour bus. In blood and sweat and tears I trust. Life will be what we construct true.
She can sing and rap too.
They all think they know you. But they don't know.
You know, one thing I like about Tom, though, even though he has money, he doesn't live
Yep.
as if he's flashing his wealth and money in front of you. I mean, he's riding a bicycle around the neighborhood. Like, it's crazy. Like, how many hip hop artists you see doing that? No, they got their Bentley, BMW.
Yeah.
They're flashing their bigs, and all of these cars they don't own, by the way. It's rented just to show you that they got it going on like that. And a lot of them are in serious debts. So Tom, he's got it, but he doesn't look like he does. You know, and yet he just lives the most simplest life. That to me is something that it speaks to to some of us who are really low. You know, so I appreciate that. That's actually a sign of humility to me.
They all think they know you. But they don't know. I'm not much of a lover. I'm more a tough mother. But when the rain pulls me under, you say and wait for the thunder. We've been through too much, so let it break. I won't be making the same mistakes. You're my best friend. You're my gang gang. He doesn't like Wu-Tang. It's gonna California. And aching in his heart.
That's my best friend. That's my gang, gang, gang. I'm like, babe, I hate them. She likes same, same, same.
Not for anyone. We got bang, bang, bang. Ever since day one. We've been gang, gang, gang. I'm only 10 years.
Like, how we get here?
We both at dead ends.
Now we were just.
You're my everything.
And you my everything.
You're my gang.
It's so nice to
that's
see this
beautiful.
side of of Tom.
Yeah, he's
This
not
is
always
nice
a
to see.
thug now. He's not
I
always.
know. I went from being
gangster.
hyped to being like, oh.
This is a really stepped
sweet.
sound. This is really cute though.
I'd do anything for you.
That's my best friend. That's my gang, gang, gang. I'm like, babe, I hate them. She like, same, same, same.
That's my A1. We got a bang, bang, bang. Ever since day one, we've been gang, gang, gang.
We ain't doing drive-bys. Pull up like, hi, guys. All we know is ride, die. Gucci bags and bad vibes. We ain't doing drive-bys. Pull up like, hi, guys. All we know is ride, die. Gucci bags and bad vibes.
How cute was that?
It's not over yet. I don't know.
Babe.
Morning. You're boring.
What's our
You've been boring. You always were boring. Nobody ever liked you. His shoulders
Look
today.
at that shoulder.
Yeah.
Sure you don't miss it, babe. Don't miss it.
See?
some
See?
photos.
I see that.
Big, so
Sure
sorry.
one's gonna get posted. to
I see you,
Instagram here
Nova.
today, so
Yeah,
nobody's gonna miss it. But that are
Go, girl. Nice.
you know how pretty you are.
You're stupid.
Typical woman's response.
Don't, Thomas.
Thomas. Oh,
That's his real name.
Thomas.
Okay, I turned auto-tune on.
I'm independent till I'm dead. I quit the music in the streets. Did it sound really good out there? You sound so good in here,
No,
babe.
it's no good. Shooting my video, creating
Wow.
a red lens flare, and zooming simultaneously. I wasn't lying. This is the entire team, nobody else.
Wow.
No, but don't bend over like that. You look fat.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
Tom.
this is the kind of stuff
Now,
that gets
this one goes back with the 7 days. You don't trust someone who bleeds for 7 days and don't die. You do not tell a woman she looks fat.
Tom, you better watch it. You get kicked out for stuff like this.
That's what'll make me. It won't be the Jesus comment.
Oh, this was amazing, guys. Thank you for sharing that.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna kill you.
Jeez.
I would say that.
What are you gonna do to me?
What?
You're always doing something to me.
What do you mean?
You're gonna push me into that.
Oh, that's so messed up. You see, you don't do. Hey,
see?
guys, don't do that to your girl.
Girls, do that to your guy.
Oh, you see, you heard that? That's not right either. Wow, guys, thank you so much.
Did you see it behind Nova? What was it? Watch for a Jesus picture. Oh, I missed it. Come on, let's back it up.
Let me see. Let's go back.
Oh, how do you do that? Sorry.
Sorry, got it.
Which part?
Behind Nova. I'm pretty sure there was. Oh, we probably.
It's a
we
different
stepped
song.
back. This is-
Got your back, I'm bulletproof. On our
Probably
way,
towards the
drop the
end.
roof.
Where the house.
More like toward the end, guys. Where is that at? I don't know. I don't think it
It's
matters,
okay.
but
no, I mean, I think she's just showing
You
that
wanna-
point of. Start right there. Let's see. Let's just see. Start from there.
Simultaneously. I wasn't lying. This is the entire team, nobody else.
That is
Don't bend
awesome.
over like that. You look fat.
Is that it?
is that the one? I don't know.
I don't think that. That looks like Mona Lisa at a table.
Guys,
Where's Gina at?
guys,
Gia.
we
Not
want to
Gina.
say thank you guys for sticking with us today.
Yes.
It was amazing. I love to see that side of Tom McDonald, apart from that aggressive, going after those who are going after him. This is very beautiful.
That was a nice close. Thank
It's
you.
so
thank you,
important,
thank you.
though. It's so important to have that significant other who is caring and loving you and being there for you. You know, through the tough times, you know, the successful times, you know, through the rough ones.
Gotcha.
It's good to have that. This is beautiful. A very powerful couple. They're changing the world in their living room and
Right.
making such a powerful impact in the world, to the point where they got our attention.
Yep.
This goes to show, man, you don't underestimate what you got. Work with what you have, man.
Know your plan, know your purpose.
That's right.
And know that there's more. There's more than just going through life day by day and not having an end zone to look forward to. And that end zone is so far beyond earthly. It's so much deeper. But I think it's just so important for us to remember that, yes, while their love, we just saw like the display of their love for each other and how they have teamed together to put forth music that would change hearts, that would build, that would unite, that would give a message of hope. Because for people, there are people out there who are just utterly disgusted by what mainstream medium and what the music industry and what politics and all this stuff is pushing forth and pushing down our throats. It is a beautiful message to be able to share Tom MacDonald and to share a perspective. And I'm just so grateful that you guys actually want to hear us talk about it. I mean, it's something that I never would have thought of doing. I never even knew what a reaction video was until James told me. And then I'm looking, I'm like, oh, gazillions of people do reaction videos.
It's a serious thing, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know this thing existed. I just got Instagram maybe like 2 weeks ago because my girlfriend and I are looking to do something on Instagram. So, and there's stuff that I just never actually...
Hey, subscription here. Thank you. All right.
Champagne Rain. Hey, I remember you. Just wanted to say thank you so much, Pastor James and Andrea. You truly make a difference. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I would love to, I've always wanted to do ministry full time, and ministry with Tom makes ministry really fun.
It is. It is fun.
It is fun
to be able to.
And
it's fun to be able to look into the content of Tom MacDonald and learn so much. Even though we are Christian, we have a biblical perspective on things. It's like, it is amazing. It's almost like you can go to school sitting at his feet, listening to his videos. Yeah. It's hard to argue against these facts, you know? Very amazing.
Man, thank you guys for joining us.
Appreciate you guys.
You have a little message?
I have a little something to share.
Message packed with a little punch.
Yeah, I have a little something to share with you, because one thing that I got in these videos as we were doing the reaction, one thing I saw over and over again is this idea of Tom MacDonald living out the life that he is convicted he was created to live. I saw that throughout the songs. And I think this verse, when she said the word plan, I was like, thank you. So
my other favorite verse.
So go ahead. This is going to come from the ESV. And I like the ESV a little bit better for this verse because it kind of hits the words correctly. So go ahead. I'm going to let my wife read that. This is from Jeremiah 29 verse 11, guys. Listen to this one.
And this is God speaking to your heart. For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for your welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope.
Yes.
Once you tap into that, there's no greater place to be than in the will of God.
That's right.
And I believe with all my heart, that's where Tom is. That's right. I believe God willed in his life for him to, allowed him to go through those different trials and circumstances so that he could go through that fire, so that he could become a good sailor, right? He went through the storms of life.
That's right.
And now, because God had a plan for him to fight back, because there's one thing that we can't escape. We can't escape the world that we live in.
That's right.
And we can't escape the evils of it.
That's
but God will plant seeds. And he has a plan. And each one of us have a seed that he wants us to plant, whether it be to one person, or whether it be to 1 million people, whether it be to 20,000 people, or whether it be to 3 people, whether it be just to your home, or whether it be to a whole community, whether it be to the nation, or whether it be to the world.
That's right.
The plan that God has for you is for you, and it's your calling. I always say, no one else in this world has your fingerprint. Right. Not one other person.
You are very special.
So your plan, the special, the uniqueness of who you are is so personal with God that don't mistake your life, your trials, your tribulations, the good things in your life even, or the bad things in your life as a reason to escape that relationship or to avoid that relationship with God. Because that's where it starts. Once you tap into that, you start to see lights from way back when, things that you went through. When I went through what I went through at 15, I knew who God was. I went to church school and things of that nature, but I had no relationship with God. It wasn't until I came out of that and way later in my 30s that I understood why I went through that and why I was allowed to go through it.
Wow. Man.
So
I want to say, know the person that you are. value your difference, and also acknowledge your talents for what they are, and seek to nurture these abilities that are in you, and live out the life that God has created you to live. And one thing I would like to say, work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be like everybody else. You are different and very unique. Like my wife say, your fingerprint is different. So you bring something to this world that is very different, that the world needs. You were created for a purpose. God has a plan for you. So allow him to fulfill that plan in your life. One last thing I would like to say, guys, take care of the ones you have to support you. Tom has his girl, and that's the team. And listen to what they're doing. Watch what they're doing in the world. So you may not have everybody with you, but if you have your girl with you, your friends with you, your husband, anyone who you have that's supporting you, go ahead. Even if you don't have the support, by all means, let God be your primary supporter. Go forward and do what you need to do. Conquer your dreams, conquer your ground, grow spiritually, And by the way, guys, last but not least, if you have a person next to you right now, look at them in the eyes, tell them you love them. If it's your son and daughter, your husband, your wife, tell them you love them. So we might as well practice first, right?
I love you.
I love you too. Give me some hug, Gary. Give me some love.
Love you.
Appreciate you. Thank you for that. This was amazing, guys. And especially that last video, it hit the spots for me. Seeing that emotional, supportive, understanding, very reflective, and
Thank you,
very
Gia.
human
I'll check
side.
it out. Bye to everybody. Daniel, everyone who did, who left comments. Thank you so much. We know it's a vulnerable place to be able to share. Those who share testimonies.
That's right.
I was going to say thank you for the super chats because that's what you're supposed to do. But at the end of the day, I think the bigger thank you is to those, not bigger, understand what I'm saying. I know you understand what I mean. Those who were vulnerable and shared. Those who shared, whether it be via email. Thank you, Gia. I will go and look at your email. Girl, I don't know where you live. Tell me where you live.
I love her mindset.
Yeah, I feel like we're like, how some people you're just like you become sisters.
You remember,
it's like some people are
she
sisters in
reminds
your
me
head.
a little bit like a Charisse. Some of
My
your
best
friends.
friend, Charisse. Yeah,
she has that.
Charisse is my best friend.
By the way, the email address I posted it below. Send me that Discord link so I can become part of that family.
But thank you.
I'll put it on my wife's phone as well, so we can join you guys.
And I forget the other name. There's someone who has cracking jokes. I'm a jokester, so anyone who cracks jokes, you immediately have my heart. But yeah, so please, thank you. Please just share, and just get the message out more so about what Tom is doing. I'd rather you share his videos with some young person, with some older person, with someone who has a different perspective. Share his videos with them because this is what it's all really about.
That's right.
It's nice to be able to discuss and to talk, but we don't just want to keep it in our community. We want to branch out and build the community, not just for ourselves, but more so for other people, because that's what Tom is all about. That's what his music is. His music is his message. So thank you, Tom.
Okay, I said Discord link. I don't know much. If there's like a chat room or some things, Hangover Gang, right? So HOG. Let me know if there's a link you can email me, and then I can join that. I will assume there must be one.
Blessings, blessings, blessings. Thank you all who
I appreciate you guys.
Came in and hung out with us.
Thank you so much.
This was fun.
This was fun.
It
This was
fun.
amazing.
I know. I can't believe how long it's been. It's been like what, 3 hours?
And it feels like a few minutes. Honestly, it was just this good.
I really am just like blown by what time it is right now. It's 2:41. What time did we get down here?
11:30.
11:30. Yeah, 11:31. I
So
said it's time.
12:31,
32:30. Yes, I'm counting with my fingers.
Wow.
Still.
God bless you, Andrew.
God bless you guys. Everybody, thank you. Look, we don't even want to leave. Come on, guys. What are we going to do for the rest of the day?
Hey, Monday, the documentary. We're going to be live.
Oh, yes,
going
we'll
through
be here
that
Monday.
together. We're going to sit and understand the story behind Tom MacDonald.
Yes.
You want to be there.
I can't wait to. I haven't listened yet, so,
Yeah, so
I
we're
haven't
gonna watch
listened to Tom
that
MacDonald.
together.
So, and then we'll have to find another song. So
Yeah.
I guess you should do another song vote.
Absolutely.
I know there were songs
at the end.
for the
We're gonna have a song vote. I'm gonna
Yes.
post a poll. I'm gonna
And then
post
we need
something.
to schedule a time to do the testimonies. We want to hear your testimonies. Why you love Tom, what Tom has done for you, and why you connect with him.
That's right.
And not, just what that is, and sharing more about yourselves and ourselves. I have my testimony. I know that it's really, it sounds bad, and people usually feel bad, but it's just actually it's like the story of my life.
Yeah.
It really just
And also, last
amazing.
thing I would like to say, guys, if you want to connect with me in any way, you want to stay in touch, you're thinking about spiritual things, you have some questions about God, question about faith of any sort, maybe you just need prayer, or maybe you just need a friend, okay? And you want to talk about some things that are private, different from the chat room, you let us know.
I want to reiterate, if you just need prayer, oftentimes the first step into getting into your purpose and to getting into what God has for you is starting just with building communication with God. It's like any relationship, right? You call them on the phone and you start to talk to them, or you start to have meetings with that person and you start to talk to them. That's how you get to know somebody.
That's right.
That's how it all starts. And our communication line with God is through prayer. So if there's anybody who wants prayer, we have phones. We can call. We can have a Zoom prayer time just to pray for Tom, to pray for whomever, to pray for whatever's on your heart. Personal. We can have personal prayers. We can have open prayers. So this channel is not, we want it to be more. We want people to really break chains, come into unity, not just with other people, but within yourself and God, more so than anything, because I understand what it means to be just growing up in a church, then just depressed in church, then disconnected from the church, and then like going back to church thinking it's the right thing to do because this is what I'm supposed to do, and then becoming depressed all over again, and then leaving and saying I need some time and hanging out in nature with my Bible, and then going back into the church, understanding why I go to that building.
That's right.
But it's my relationship with God that keeps me rooted and grounded and strong in faith and keeps me at peace.
That's right.
That's where my peace is. My peace is in my relationship with God. And so it starts with a prayer. God is only a prayer away. Guys, if you're not connected to me through Facebook, I'm Andrea Desvalons on Facebook. Andrea Patrice Desvalons on Facebook. So I love to share about God, connect with him, however we connect.
I'm going to connect my wife to all the channels stuff because we're building this channel here, so I'm gonna give you the Instagram page, the Facebook page, the Twitter page. I have all that already set up.
Oh, okay.
So all that is I'm gonna connect, so whatever you guys share, we all gonna be
so it's about more than, Tom is just he is not just anything. He is a huge message of hope and inspiration for me, because I always tell my kids, like, we don't listen to rap music in this house. We don't listen to that. But I would let them listen to Tom because he speaks their language. They can understand him. He speaks my language.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I love music. He speaks my language. He speaks the language of a language that you want people. He speaks, when I say he speaks their language, like, the youth, they want to hear that type of tones. Me, I could go listen to hymns and they'll turn that off, Mom. You're driving me nuts. But he speaks in such a way that just really gives me life and and it's fun and it's joyful. Like I'm jumping around I'm ready to get up and dance, and party a little bit. So I just want to encourage everyone to be that seed wherever you're supposed to be. All we got to do is plant seeds. We can't worry about whether it grows, whether it sprouts, whether they take it and they plant it with, whether the seed takes root. That's not our job. That's God's job.
Right.
Our job is to be seed planters. And as we plant and we spread and we do our little pollination thing we got going on out here.
That's right.
We pray and we just ask God to sow into other people's lives, whether it's your children, whether it's your husband, whether it's your job, whether it's just within yourself. How many times most of us are going through internal struggles and battles? I know I go through them daily. Yeah. So every day I need to be connected. And some days I'm just not. I had just posted, this is my quick story. There's still 109 people here, so I'll keep talking if you guys keep listening. So I went to work one day. I said I'm a nurse. And I have this little 70, 80-year-old lady, and I'm about to go get her vital signs. And she, what did she do? She was reading her devotion. And I had missed my devotion that morning. So I was like, you know what? Let me let her read her devotion. I said, I'll let you finish your devotion. I'll go get someone else's vital signs. So I went back later, and she said, thank you so much for letting me read my devotion. She said, you don't know how much that meant to me. I said, well, listen, I missed mine and I'm feeling pretty crazy today and I'm ready to bark and just feeling off. There's certain things that you do every morning, whether it's if you have your cup of coffee, even some people, if you have your cigarette, there's just certain traditional rituals or customs that you do every morning. You brush your teeth, whatever it is. And I don't promote cigarettes, but you get what I'm saying. Just like those are things that you do that if you don't do it, you feel off. So I don't want to just make it about a religious practice, but anything you do. So I'm off because I do my devotions in the morning. And she comes out to me later and she says, and can you pull up this verse? She says, well, I have a verse for you later on, because she's just this little 70-year-old lady. Her name is, and so this is funny. So I'm going to sidebar, which I do very well. It's Isaiah 40, verse 8. So I'm going to sidebar real quick. She said, so her name was Juanita. I won't tell you her last name. I went in there expecting a Spanish woman. So this is what I'm saying. We all have like little stereotypes within us. It's Juanita, Juanita. I asked her if I could tell people. And so she said, her name is Juanita. I went in expecting a Spanish woman. And here she was, like a white woman from Europe. And it was a children's book that had her parents or something like that name her Juanita. I mean, it was hilarious. So I just had to sidebar that because it was really funny to be able to see a white woman named Juanita with a J-U. And she said, I hated my name growing up. So she told me, I said, how did you end up with a name like Juanita? I said, yes, honey. And she just told me, I think it was a children's book or a lullaby that her mom liked or something like that.
Yeah.
So...
Thank you for the link. I got the link, guys, from Discord.
So here I am to finish my story. So then fast forward, she comes out and she gives me this verse, which was so awesome. And she recited it from her own memory. And she says, I have this verse for you. The grass withers and the flower fades, but the word of our God will stand forever.
Man.
And so the next day I go back to work and she quotes it and she goes and she double checks it. And she says, oh, you just wanted to make sure it was right. Because anytime I share, and she shared her whole devotion with me. So then I go back to work the next day and I say, and Isaiah 40:13 stayed with my heart. And she's looking at me crazy. And I'm saying this as I'm leaving. And then I get home and I actually try to look it up. And I said, this poor woman, she probably thinks I'm crazy because I'm here trying to recite Isaiah 40 verse 8. So just saying how her memory as an older woman was just so impeccable and mine wasn't. And she just gave me this look, but she didn't want to correct me. And I don't remember why I started on this story, but it was just funny. Yeah. She was such a beautiful little woman, and she just was so kind. Mm-hmm. But she had her devotion, and I don't remember why. I don't remember why we talked about this.
Hey, Gia.
But thank you.
Thank you, Gia. I think that's a wonderful idea, right?
But yeah, so I think it was going back to being able, not in this time, but having time where we can... I think it's a wonderful idea, even if we don't have something specific at the time, we need prayer for something, we can all use it at any given moment. Yeah, like having times where we come together, because I understand how important that devotion was and how important it was for me to connect with God in the morning and just being able to do that. So what you guys want, our channel is not, his channel is not just about reacting to videos. It's about reuniting our spirit with God, reuniting our soul with God, realigning our vision and our purpose and our plans. So by any means necessary, that's what we're desiring to do and I love that Tom inspired me to just have a higher thought process than that.
So much more.
Yeah.
I got the email. Thank you. I got the email. I'll share that with my wife. And then we'll go from there. Guys, we appreciate you sticking with us here. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for your comments, by the way. And again, thank you for recommending the video, Gang. Tom and Nova, beautiful, powerful couple. Send us
different ideas of what you want to see on the channel.
Yes, let us know. Help us out because we are new to this thing. We are learning this whole world of music and reaction and all that. These are things that you guys you have to help me. You have to continue to put those recommendations below. And continue to do that. And I got some reaction videos coming up. NF is coming up. Sam's coming up.
Thank you for the blessings, everyone. Praying your wife got home safe, Keith.
I hope so, Keith. Thank you, guys. I want to get some approval in the chat here. Can we close with a word of prayer? If you up for that, just say pray. We're gonna pray. What we're gonna pray about generally is for you. Pray for Tom and his mission as well. Mm-hmm. But if you say pray, I get 4 people to say pray in the chat. We will pause and close this video with a nice word of prayer. I'll let my wife do that final prayer as well. So, let me know if you say pray in the chat, and we will definitely close up with a word of prayer. Is that okay, guys? Definitely. We got 1. We got 2. We got 2. We all counting. Gia, both on fire. Fire on you both. Okay,
God,
Gia.
that's so
Gia is something else. Pray. All right, Gia. So it's time. We're gonna
Do we
close
get
with a word
4?
of prayer. We got 4. All right, we praying, guys. We praying. So right where you are, just bow your head and close your eyes. And my wife is gonna take you to the King, to the throne of grace right now. Okay.
Most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we understand that you are a great God, that you are a marvelous God, and you are a God of love. God, your wisdom is past our understanding, and the love that you have for us is greater than we could ever know. Father, you have made us each. You have engraved us and called us yours. You said in your word, I have called you by my name. You are mine. God, I pray that every voice under the sound, every person under the sound of my voice, Lord, understands that they have been uniquely created, fashioned according to your will, that you have a special plan and you have a special place, Lord, for them. And you have a special purpose that only they can carry out. God, today, Lord, you said, if you will hear my voice, harden not your heart. Lord, we ask forgiveness of anything that we've done to separate us from you. And right now, Lord, we want to reconnect with you. We want to be revitalized. We want to be restored and rejuvenated. The same way Tom MacDonald, Lord, is a breath of fresh air to our musical ears, Lord. Father God, we want you to be that restoration to our soul and our spirit.
That's right.
God, we are so grateful for every person who has come on and said to pray, Lord, and those who have asked for prayer, and those who don't even understand the value and the gift of prayer, who desire prayer, Lord. I pray, dear God, that you would just speak to their hearts. Do not let them walk away from this prayer empty. Let them know, Lord, like you said in your word, I am with you always, even until the end of the world. God, because you are that kind of God.
Yes, you are.
Your love is deep. Your joy that you desire to give to each one of us, Lord, is greater than we could ever know. You said in your word, I have come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. This abundant life that you desire to give us, Lord, that's what we desire after. That's what Tom MacDonald is rapping about. We pray for him, Lord. We thank you, Lord, that you have given him success on his journey. We thank you, God, that you have caused him to be a voice, Lord, for those who cannot speak for themselves, who are too afraid to speak for themselves. We pray, dear God, that you would continue to cover him, cover his ministry, Lord, because truly that is what it is. He is speaking life into people, Lord. And Father God, we ask, dear Lord, that you would just use him mightily, Lord, as a fortress of truth. And we thank you for all that he has done, and we thank you for what he is going to do. Lord, now as we separate, Lord, we know that you don't separate from us. And we ask, dear God, that you would just continue to move on our hearts and draw us closer to you, Lord. You said, Lord, if we just ask, if we seek you, we will find you. So we pray that every person here, Lord, will find the joy and the peace and the perfect liberty that comes from being in relationship with you.
Amen.
In the blessed name of Jesus Christ, we pray this prayer. Together, we say amen.
Amen and amen.
Amen.
Thank you, guys. Yes. Oh, Gia, you were all
God
a retired
bless you.
nurse. Oh, boy. I can see. That's why she has
Gia,
that mindset. y'all.
How wonderful.
Yous will connect really, really good together.
That is awesome. Awesome. Thank you all. Thank you for letting me pray. Thank you for joining us together. Thank you, guys. We'll see you. I'll see you all Monday.
James.
I'm sure my husband will see you before then.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see videos or something from him.
We got like 3 reaction videos coming out over the weekend, so
God
watch
is
out for
so
that.
good.
So
God is so good. And if you have prayer requests, please drop them in the chat and we'll write them down.
Email.
Drop them in the chat. Write them down. We'll drop them, email them.
We have
however.
new subscribers. Ain, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
This is the Hangover family in the light of Luke and Live.
Yeah. God
so
bless
we appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Struggle Jennings, Cries of the Crusaders. That's coming up. Watch out for that. Maybe tonight. Watch out for that. So God bless you. I love you. I appreciate your love.
Thank
and
you.
once again, thank you. Bye. And have a great one.
God bless.
Bye.